Hey, Rapid, what's up, man? Yeah, let me post the link. I just started the stream, so give me a second and I'll share it. There you go, buddy. Feel free to hop on. See that there are two other people on the stream. Hector Oddbody, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a great weekend thus far. Okay, we're at five people. Let's see how many more people connect. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be busy because of the Memorial Day break and stuff like that, which is all good, understandable. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream or not, but I said, hey, what the hey, might as well. I might as well have a little bit of time, so might as well. Nismo is in the house. What's up, Rapid? How's it going, buddy?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Rapid? How's it going, man?
You're currently seeing the sky.
Yes, I am.
I live in my head.
A gray, gloomy sky. Oh, there's the juke. Hopefully, it's working.
Yeah, it's sort of.
Mm.
We were out in it today and it's working a lot better than it has been. Sort of.
Oh, okay, so it's getting there.
No further forward to making it work.
Mm.
Better than it has been, but we are getting there. Got me M3.
Oh, nice. Were you
I
taking
love these M3s.
Were you taking pictures of that, or is that something
No,
you're?
I just brought it outside because I've just come outside to do this. So I thought I'd come outside and
Oh,
see
for
what's
the
up.
for the photo shoot on the cars.
No, I just thought I'd bring it out because I had a piece of diecast with me. So if anyone's did a pocket check during the
Ah,
stream, then I have something.
nice. Hector Autobody says I have to go hunting for the swap meet. Okay, well, that's okay, man. Thanks for tuning in. Good look at good look at the swap meet. Hopefully, you find some good stuff. There you go. Oops. Now you're sideways. Okay, there you go.
Right, I won't do that, but I'm now upside down.
Yeah, now you're sideways again.
I'm upside down. Um,
There you go. That's
I have
perfect right
to,
there.
have to do that. Because now I have to
That's
hold
per-
this perfect
that's
bit
perfect
now.
right there. Yep. There you go. So how's it going, man? I mean, what you been working on
Not
besides
much.
school? Besides school,
I'm not at school.
or you're not? Okay, I'm sorry.
Not at school for this week. We don't talk about school for the next week.
Oh,
School,
okay. Yeah,
school doesn't exist.
that's good, man. That's good.
We
It's good to yeah. It's good to take
forget
a
about
break.
school for this week.
It's good to
And,
take a it's good to take a break from school once in a while.
well, we all get half terms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of the weeks are separated into terms. So it's sort of like you get sort of 6 weeks, say 6 weeks of school, then a week off, and then 6 weeks of school and a week off, and that'll be like a whole term. And then you'll get another one of them, another one of them, and then it'll be the whole 6 weeks summer holidays, and then you'll be back at school. Then 2 weeks off at Christmas, and then back to normal until I'm off. Next year is my
Nice.
last year.
Next year?
Next year is my last year at current school. Then I'll go on to apprenticeships or university or something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'm definitely
Yeah.
thinking more of university, not university, apprenticeships. Because in my mind, I can earn money while learning the skills to do a better job while the people are getting dead. We'll have to see what happens. I'm a long way off that either way, or even think of it.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. That's good. Yeah, my youngest he graduates in a few days in the next 2 or 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and then he's off to college.
My eventual dream will obviously be on that. Not another one. Be that exact one. I want that one. Even with all the troubles it has, I want to own that car.
Ah,
The dream would be not to have a family or a house. My life would be complete when I owned that.
the Juke.
No, that particular one. The normal Duke is over here, still acting perfectly fine and hasn't broken down once, so nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
So it
for
is
the
that.
most. Yeah, I mean
But
for
this
the.
one's been a little troublesome thing and decided to break every second.
Hmm.
Being unreliable.
Do you guys have Is there such a thing as the lemon law over there? Like here
It's
in the
not a
states.
lemon. It's not a lemon. It's just knackered. But no, we don't really have such a thing.
Okay, well here, if you buy a car and it's and it. Hey, Secret, how's it going?
Hey man,
There you
how
go.
you doing?
Yeah, so here in the states, if you buy a car and it fails on you within a short period of time or often, not only can you get a brand new car, but you could also get some money back.
Well,
In addition to that, so that's why I ask.
no, it's all right. Well, tomorrow's a milestone for us with the Nismo, the black one, that one there. As tomorrow will mark 5 years of us owning this car, which is quite a long time in terms of what we've
Yeah,
owned recently. So I'm
yeah,
quite happy about it.
yeah, for a Nissan, I think that's pretty much the lifespan.
No, we won't let it die. It's staying around for a very, very long time,
Yeah. What's up with you, Secret?
even
Where are
if
you
the
guys?
rust and pump it was.
We're
Where are
in
you guys off
Georgia.
to? Oh, you
We're in
are.
Georgia driving to Florida for our new house. House.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you guys are already on the go. You guys left the old house behind.
Yep. We left yesterday. And then we stopped halfway at North Carolina and stayed in a hotel. It's just me and my dad right now. We're in a big old U-Haul,
Oh man,
and but yeah, the double trouble's going to Florida.
nice. What's up, B friend? What's up, Tony's Diecast? Thanks for tuning in.
Tony, I can't see the chat, so you'll have to sort of remind me who's there.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's perfectly fine.
Any
Well,
comments relating to Dukes, please let me know. And if they're negative, I will have to throw my hand.
well, at least you're giving us a fair warning, Rapid. That's good. Hey, Rapid, question for you: Are you a fan of the Harry Potter series?
Yeah, you can say so. Good movies and good books.
Oh, nice. It's awesome. You hear people talk, in with the British accent all the time, but it's a whole different experience when you talk to someone one on one. It's awesome. I think it's awesome.
You say that, right? But stereotypically English accent is someone from London, but then saying that someone from London can't really be said because there's several different accents in London. And I'm
Are
not
you
even anywhere
serious?
near. Yes, I'm not anywhere near London though. London's
It,
just a city. I'm
it
hundreds and hundreds of miles away from London. So saying I live in London is comparing, say I lived in New York, saying I lived in, I don't know, Miami. That's the difference between where I live to London.
the
Um,
the accent sounds so much. It's very very close, very very similar. It's hard, for us here in the states.
you
It
see
sounds
though,
the
you
same.
see, if you if I went down to London, I'd be complete outcast because my accent is completely different. The way I act is completely different, you know, and they aren't really allowed big, loud things like that. It's more sort of, I mean, in the city, these congestion charges and things like that exist. Nothing like that happens up here. So sort of comparing me to say London, which is a place I've never been to, um, is sort of like comparing New York to Miami. They're completely different. Obviously,
Yeah. No. I get it. I get it. It's just I'm not. Talk
oh yeah,
to I don't talk to people from a different part of the world. On a regular basis. You're like truly the first one. The only other person I think would be Alan.
privilege.
Yeah, the only other person would be Alan, which has an Australian accent,
Mm.
which is also well, no, I wouldn't say, but it's somewhat similar. I don't know. What do you think, Secret? I mean, wouldn't you say? that Rapid Dismo's accent is very similar to
Yeah,
someone in the UK. So for
yeah,
us, it's like okay, it's the same, but it's good that Rapid is explaining that there is a difference.
Right.
yeah.
Accents.
I
So
have to say something beforehand.
that's interesting, man.
You're right about accents, but in my area, so northeast, there's two cities. So my city being Sunderland, and there's also being Newcastle. So they're sort of big cities in the northeast, and I'd say a maximum of 20 miles apart, and the accents between them are completely different. You can tell instantly where they're from just by the accent.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we have there's like at least 30 distinguishable accents in England or the UK, quite easily distinguishable, like Scouse, East London, West London, North London, South London, um, all
Yeah,
of them Welsh, Scottish, all of them. That's like they're very easily distinguishable and all completely different.
Wow. Yeah. I guess for you guys that are in your neck of the woods would be able to distinguish that. Like for us, unless
Very agree.
for us here in the state, unless you go to somewhere in the south, like like Alabama or Arkansas or something like that, then you could totally there's a
You
you
can
could
pinpoint it.
yeah you could distinguish the accent, but
yeah, yeah. I was actually about to say the same thing. We've been in North Carolina too. Like they all have the Southern accent.
You,
Yeah.
sir, drive a white Ford F-150 just by the accent. You can say, "You, sir, drive a white Ford F-150," and don't tell me otherwise because you do. And if you don't, it's a white Ford Ranger. Oh no, not Ford Ranger. A white Dodge Ram. And if it isn't a white Dodge Ram, you don't drive at all because you sit in the house all day. Because they sound like I don't know. I'm really going to butcher the American accent. So sorry if anyone's watching and they absolutely hate me now, but sort of go. My white Ford F-150, you can definitely tell it's from the US. And you can
Yes.
definitely tell it's from all the way down there.
Yes. Now that's totally a southern accent. Or let's see. I think in Texas they have a different accent as well. Like they like to say y'all over there instead of saying you guys or you all, they say y'all. They say that a lot over
Oh,
there.
I
So
can't stand it. I can't stand
yeah,
it.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then we pull out my big gun, man. I'm gonna go with a knife and pop it in. And Hewitt's there. Bring up the Hewitt from this week.
I would love to have James come on the live stream.
I'd love Hewitt
I,
on.
I'm dying to ask him, if he has a flamethrower and a rocket launcher. I'm dying to ask him. I
Flamethrower.
should ask him. I'm like, dude, I have nothing against people owning firearms. I don't. But why do people? I don't see why people need to have or feel the need to have like military grade
Wow.
weapons.
What is that?
Well,
That's
it's in case.
that's
It's
beyond me.
basically.
Oh wow.
I understand it completely. So the reasoning behind it is in case you have any military grade equipped guerrillas attacking your house. Hewitts can quickly jump out with his AK-47 and sort of blast its head off, and it'll be fine. So basically, any gorillas come and attack his house, and rhinos and sort of elephants come and attack his house, you can kill them instantly. He's completely protected.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I take that back. The only states that would make sense is probably Alaska. Probably Alaska because there's bears all over the freaking place, and
I mean, for
it's
me, I completely
it's
don't see the point in it, but that's
it,
because
it,
I'm not in America.
it's not it's not uncommon to see a civilian walking around with with a rifle or some kind of a heavy duty
That's
arm
completely blows my mind.
yeah, firearm.
Because for me, right, the only time I
What's
see
up, Jay
guns
Holla?
is what up?
Yeah.
Well, for me, the only thing or only time I'll see a gun or any type of weapon of that scale would be if I'm at a large event and there's armed police in case something kicks off, and that's only there as a pure threat. They won't ever use them necessarily, but that's the only time you'll ever see them. Here, no one ever has guns. If they do, it'll be completely background gang sort of thing. Nothing. They're completely outcasted here. You're not allowed to have any semi-automatic or any hand weapons or handguns. It's purely sort of one-shot hobby stuff like hunting and things like that that you have to have a specific license for. It's that strict that I'm pretty sure you'll be denied if you have an outstanding parking ticket. That's how
Right.
strict it is, which means no loons who want to shoot up somewhere can't get their hands on it, which I think is a very, very good thing. Last time we had something of that scale was I think it was the 90s, which sort of kicked everything off for us. So it was around the same time as Germany banned them and Australia and all that, and it sort of revolutionized sort of our system. And I much prefer it this way because you don't get, obviously there's still knife crime and things like that. The deadly, deadly things going on like knives and that's all going on the rise. But for the most part, we're sort of safe from that sort of element of mass shootings and things like that. Which, God, my heart goes out for everyone who has been affected by that. But thank God we don't have them here because I can only imagine how bad it will be.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are definitely more peaceful than we are here.
I wouldn't say that. The stereotype of our country of being very upper class, very, what's the word? Established is definitely not the case if you visit here. At least where I am, at least everywhere. We have these things called chavs who usually drive about in blacked out VW Polos and blacked out VW Vauxhall Corsas, so just hatchbacks, little things. They always have knives in the pockets, which is very, very illegal here. And they always, what about fully blacked out, thinking they own the streets, threatening everyone. They're just utter idiots who think they control everything. But it's definitely not all peaceful. Definitely not. For the most part, though, it's all right. But obviously, there is that group.
So have you guys seen the new?
Well,
the new.
Sorry, Secret, you're cutting in and out.
I have seen something new.
Yeah, you know what? It's probably because I'm driving. Well, I'm not driving. My dad's driving, but I'm in it.
Right. Well, make sure that you guys make some pit stops. If you guys see any Walmarts or Targets along the way, make sure you stop. You never know what you guys can find.
Yeah, well, you know what? We stopped at a Kroger. They didn't have anything, but it was too late. We had already passed where we would have to go to get off the exit, but there was a Walmart right off the highway, and we ended up missing it because we didn't get over in time.
Well, in terms of things new,
I was able to.
The case for, if you guys know, the case for, do you know the new Back to the Future DeLorean that's coming out in mainlines? Don't know what case that is. I'm looking out for that cast as much as I can. They're starting to pop out everywhere in supermarkets like Asda and Morrison's. So I've been absolutely keeping my eyes open for that DeLorean. Currently haven't been lucky, but I did find the Jeep Cherokee, which I was quite happy with from that case. And that's probably the newest thing I've found so far, or at least that I've picked up and bought.
That's cool.
I think I'm still miles ahead of you guys, though.
Yeah, you probably are.
Which is the first time in all of my collecting career, so you could say, that we have been so far ahead of you guys that we haven't even been able to compare it.
I agree. Yeah, are you guys excited about the new the MV set that's coming out?
Yeah, that Lamborghini. That's definitely the coolest premium chase of this year so far.
I know what you guys mean.
Yeah,
I'm not too fussed about that.
I just saw it today on, but yeah, it looks very cool. Let me see if I can.
I mean, there's the nice data and everything, but they're all exotics, and that's sort of the thing I sort of stay away from. I'm more go towards sort of Japanese stuff like that, and sort of everyday things that I'd see, or fully detailed and sort of high-end exotics. That's like one of 300. I sort of stay away from. I mean, it's not really my type of thing, to be fair, but it's cool nonetheless that they're releasing that sort of stuff.
You seriously? You don't like exotics? Let me show
I do
you.
like them. I do like them, and I appreciate them. I mean, but for me personally, that Alpha has my eyes on it as that set. That Alpha is definitely the best.
Actually, in my opinion, the Alpha is the worst because I don't think that
It's got
they
a
should
classic racing.
put.
It's got a classic racing livery on, and it just looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
A lot better
but
than any Lamborghini Tap.
Yeah,
yeah.
here's
The
the.
thing is, for me though, is I think that the exotic MV sets should always be um, modern exotic cars because they're just.
Well,
I just think that they're
one thing that
cooler.
I'm waiting for is definitely them to release an R35 GTR in a premium, because they haven't done that yet. The closest they've done is an ID, and that's the closest they've gone. I think it would be very, very cool if they made a full-on premium version of that car, though.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I agree.
And of
So
course, we need desperately one of these.
Yeah,
No joke, we need one. Matchbox need to make an Ismo Duke, or even just a normal Duke. I'd settle for any Duke.
yeah. They should. I don't know why they haven't made a Duke yet. They make really stupid cars, and they haven't made a Duke yet.
Are you trying to say something?
No, I'm just.
Are you trying to compare? Are you trying to? Are you trying to say something?
I'll leave it. Oh, and this was going gangster on me. He's getting ready to throw some jabs.
No, I can't give that up. I can't give that up.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man.
Well, no, we definitely need a. I mean, in the coming days, so from today to Wednesday, I should be receiving a Tomica Duke, which I've been looking for since 2013, since I was probably quite small, but since we got our first Duke. Could you believe that's almost a decade of nothing but Dukes? What an exciting time we have. But anyway, I'll finally get one of them. It won't be an Nismo because the only Nismo that I know they make is a F15 pre-facelift. Now it's an F15 facelift because it has sort of the headlights that go like that, whereas the normal ones just sort of go down. This generation you guys got, and that's made by Auto Art, and they're like 120 quid. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I might wait till my birthday and ask if someone can get that for me. And I'll display that on the height of the shelves. Why save up when you can just wait for Christmas and your birthday and it'll be perfectly fine?
Yeah, just wait for your birthday or Christmas and see.
You see, I'm very unlucky though, because
if you could smooch some diecast off your parents,
I am very, very unlucky though. You see, because my
Enjoy-
birthday is
enjoy
2 weeks.
enjoy your parents while you're minors, because
The problem with me is
That's
though,
all-
right?
that's all I'm gonna say. Enjoy them.
My
enjoy your
birthday
parents while
is.
you're minors.
I completely agree, but my birthday is 2 weeks before Christmas, so I'm stuffed if I want anything. Like, I am completely stuffed because usually I have to wait all year round until I say something. So I am pretty much stuffed if someone leaks, say, I don't know, a complete set of Dukes made by Hot Wheels, like literally a 5-pack premium set of just Dukes straight after Christmas, because I'll have to wait 365 days, which would break me completely inside and out. It would break me.
Oh man,
I would be a shell of a person. I would be a shell of a
my sister's birthday is on Christmas Eve. So
I can one up you on that one. My dad's birthday is on Christmas Day, so I call him Jesus.
wow. Well, I somewhat feel your pain, Nismo. My birthday is December 9th. So like you, I have to wait all year long, to.
You can wait a little less than me, though, so yeah, I still have it worse off.
Yeah.
I'm going to brag on that one, but that's not really a bragging point. That's quite a depressing point, actually.
Hey, but Nismo, have you ever gotten like double the presents because birthday and Christmas?
No, I still get like my birthday stuff and then my Christmas stuff. That's still separated. Whereas my dad is usually from people, like, from other people, we always separate them, but from other people, it's always Christmas and birthday the same present, which I think is quite sad.
Yeah.
I think that must be quite sad. And it was
Well-
always when because he had like several brothers and several sisters. It was always like his birthday was a different day to Christmas, whereas it's actually the same day as Christmas. So it was always celebrated on a different day, which I think is quite sad. So we always try and make an effort.
Yeah.
And one of these days I'll learn how to properly clean it so it'll look nice. I'll never stop showing that off.
Oh man. Jay Holla is in the house. What's up, brother? Edward Grijalva's in the house. Maya Soul, you're not welcome.
Edward.
Jay Holla. Thanks. Yeah, let me kick this person out of here. Let me block him. There
There's
it
a
is.
bird making noise above me and it's scaring me.
Ah,
Let's see if I can show you it.
let's
No,
see.
it's gone somewhere.
Hey, yeah, Tony Diecast custom says,
What up, Tony?
yeah, he likes your that Nissan Juke behind you.
You better. And anyone who doesn't, you'll be answering to me. You've seen nothing yet.
You just sounded
I'm
like
holding-
Harry, you just sounded like Harry Potter, right?
No,
Exactly
I didn't.
like him.
I just didn't. I'm not Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes, you did. I said you sounded like him. I didn't
Oh.
say you were him.
No,
You
Rapid,
did.
I don't know if you heard, but I went live on Instagram for like 10 minutes with my cousin, and it said that you joined, and he said that he doesn't like Jukes, and I told him that
Oh, I know,
Rapid's
I
about to
heard.
come at you.
I heard. I'll be answering him I'll be answering to him very shortly if I see him on one of your live streams. You get the full wrath of the Jukester.
The Jukester.
And it can get violent. Very, very violent.
Hey, Rapid, would you
Thousands
rather?
of years.
Would you rather?
For thousands of years, Duke people have ram-raided shops just to tell them how Dukes are powerful and strong. Dating
Nice.
back till the dinosaurs.
Hey, Rapid, would you rather have people brag on the Volvos or the Jukes, or neither?
Neither. Because they're both fantastic cars. And honestly, Dukes don't deserve the hate they get because Nissan did something bold. And it, I think, paid off because there's over 1 million of them around, built in the factory that my dad works at, Nissan. There's over 1 million of them being produced, well over 1 million. And that's a very proud fact for the area and Dukes in general. And I think they do look generally unique and quite nice from angles. I can understand why people don't like them because they are completely different and unconventional in every single way. But in that way, I like them because they're completely unique. And especially the Nismo, where it's just got those hard edges sort of in the bottom bumper, but then followed by curviness, sort of sloping down. So I just like the mix between aggressive and completely soft. I think it feeds into it very, very well. And it drives like the clap as well.
The only
goes
thing
well
that
with
I
the
don't like about the Juke is the headlights.
Well, you see, that's different as well because the only ones you guys will have seen in your, or most of them that you guys will have seen in person would have been the pre-facelift. So it'll just have the strip of light down to the side of the bonnet, or the hood, as you guys would say. Which you guys are completely wrong on that. You need to rename your car parts to everything everyone else says when they have half a brain. But no, these are sort of the facelift ones where they sort of go like a 370Z or Z. It's not Z, it's Z. The 370Z sort of headlights would go like that.
Okay, noted.
So basically, I'll teach you guys a bit of something. This here, the thing that goes over the engine bay, is a bonnet, not a hood. It's a bonnet. Moving
Okay.
round.
Get on Nismo throwing jabs at us because we're because. Go ahead, Nismo. Go ahead, Professor Nismo. Go ahead, Professor Nismo.
I lost out of internet, but that thing at the back of the car that covers your pit where you put your bags and your shopping, that's called a boot.
A boot?
What do you guys call them? Yeah, it's a boot. What do you guys call them? I can't remember.
So
It's something
We call it the trunk.
So it's not
Yeah,
a trunk.
trunk.
It's a boot.
No, it's not a trunk because I don't put my elephant in the back.
Oh my gosh, you're funny, dude. Oh, God. Okay.
It's
So
the same as I don't
okay,
sit. It's the same as I don't sit and put this in the in my engine bay. This is what we
okay.
call hood. Hoods go over your head when it's raining. They go like
Well,
this. This is a hood.
right, right. Well, I mean, we call it hoodie. Are
No,
we
the
incorrect?
jumper is a hoodie, but
Are
this
we
is a hood. The whole jumper is a hoodie. But on
right?
coats that you wear when it rains, which is when water comes from the sky, you wear this, and it protects your head from getting all wet and frizzy and making you look like a complete idiot, more so than you already do, in theory.
Oh,
Doesn't work for many people because, like me, I can't be bothered to put my hood on when it rains because I'm already wet anyway. So I may as well just stay and get soaked, which usually
Well, think
happens.
about it like this: you wear the hood to keep yourself from getting wet. Well, we use the hood on the car to keep the engine from getting wet.
right.
No, it doesn't work like that though. Because you guys are lazy, and bonnets are what hoods used to be called. So we call them bonnets for tradition, and also because it makes sense and because everyone calls it this. So you call it bonnet because it covers the engine and it protects it from everything. But that doesn't
But
work very well when you have big vents coming through the front.
okay,
There's also another thing that you guys call wrong as well, and that's when you have a manual transmission and you have sort of this thing that's here and it goes like this. Just select gear.
Yeah, we call it a stick.
No, that's not a stick. It's a no, it's not. It's not that at all. It's a gear knob. That's what we call them.
you know what our definition of a bonnet is, Nismo?
What's that?
It's like a type of hat for
Exactly.
women. Let me see. It's right. This is our definition of a bonnet.
Exactly.
Okay, so how could that be? How could something like that be over a
Now I have
car?
a story for this because
Protect
bonnets were manufactured and made in the 1700s, maybe more, maybe before that, or maybe after that, to protect a woman's head or hair from getting destroyed or wet or out of fashion, to sort of keep her fashionable, to protect her from the elements and rain. And then later on, when we started manufacturing coats, the same piece that goes over your head, we sort of manufactured it as sort of hood, jumpers, and
What's up,
coats.
static?
And the same thing was sort of nicknamed the hood or renamed the hood, and that's where your guys' thing called the hood came from. And we've stuck with our traditions where we should properly do it, and called it the bonnet, which is how it should correctly named. Instead, you should have more taste, like in Hondas, because Hondas are too reliable, and that takes the fun out of everything. Because when you have something that can go 100,000 miles out in oil change, that just becomes boring. Why have trouble-free miles when you can have completely boring, endless hours stuck in a driveway with a wheel off, trying to figure out what's gone wrong now, which is everything, by the way.
Noted. Okay, Static Crispy is throwing a jab at you, Nisbo. He says, "I know you did not just say 370Z like a puke."
I think you misspelled the last word there. I think you meant to say and Dukes. No, it's an interesting car, and for that reason, I really like them. I always have. Now I know when they first released, I was what?
What's up, John? See, John knows what's up. John says old
Yeah.
ladies wear. John says old ladies wear bonnets, and you wear boots on your feet.
Well, no, I'm
Yes.
currently not. I'm wearing garden shoes. That's not boots. So if that's a boot, then it's not going to protect me very much if I drop something on my foot or something to break my thing. So your point is completely proven wrong.
So how that yeah, I still don't get it. How could the hood of a car be a bonnet or a bonnet?
Right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go
A
through it again.
bonnet. A bonnet.
Relating to clothing. So going back to the ladies' bonnets. When we start manufacturing coats to have hoods in, what we call hoods now, they were bonnets, and they renamed bonnets to hoods because it was universal and they could use it for everything. So they renamed it to hood, and that's, I'm guessing, where you guys have taken our bonnets, which we were around first, to your hoods because you're
Oh
lazy
my
and don't
gosh.
want to say You don't want to say the extra syllable, so you just say hood. It saves, you know.
So now, okay, so now we're lazy. Okay.
Yeah, because it saves you from saying one extra syllable. So instead of saying bonnet, you say hood, which to me says no difference.
Oh boy.
Basically, if you say hood anywhere around here, you're an absolute idiot and a fool because you're pretending to be American when you're not. And only Americans pretend to be Americans because Americans are Americans, and that's the only thing allowed. No one else is allowed to pretend to be American, because then you just
Sorry, Nismo, you broke up a little bit.
so. But I would you want to nice? Would you
The first thing that I think of when I hear the word bonnet,
Yeah, I immediately think hat.
from the 1800s.
Yeah, static. Yeah, we know you spelled it right. I think Nismo's got it wrong. Tony's Diecast says, "Ouch." Yeah, we're getting it. Yeah, Professor Nismo is giving us the proper. It's giving us a lesson. That's interesting.
Yeah, rapid, you're frozen.
The heck?
Yeah, Rapid is. Yeah, looks like he's having technical difficulties. So how do you? Are you getting homesick a little bit, or not quite? Has it not hit yet for you guys?
No, I really don't like Ohio. I don't like the weather there. I was really excited when we decided that we were going to move. Cause I like beaches and I like the sunshine and everything like that. And in Ohio, you get like a lot of snow, and I absolutely hate snow. So
Aren't there a lot of tornadoes over there too?
Yeah, but I feel like not where we were. The last time that we had a tornado was when my dad was a kid, and it wasn't even a big one. Like I think my friend lived like 40 minutes away from us, and they were videoing. He posted on his YouTube channel. I think they had a tornado, but we did not have. We don't get them from where we were. We were in Cleveland, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, too
like
bad.
wait.
Yeah, sorry. Too bad Nismo's not here. Static says hood over here means the piece of a car. It also means hood as in like a place. Yeah, Nismo's got it all wrong, man. He needs to come over. He needs to come to the States so that we could get him straight on certain things. I mean, who calls the hood of a car a bonnet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Seriously, the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear that word is a women's hat. I mean, like, dude, why?
Yeah, but, I think of a woman's hat from the 1800s.
Here comes the jukester again.
I love my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi loves me as well. That's why it times me out every time I go anywhere near this car. I was going to try and show you what an actual boot is, but it just doesn't work. Every time I go over anywhere near there, it just lags me out and connection times me out, and there's no helicopters anymore, which I'm happy about. My Wi-Fi is utterly terrible.
Hey, Nismo, while you were away, Static said, hood over here is the piece of a car. It also means hood as in like a place. Like, well, what he means like that is like a neighborhood.
Yeah, no.
So it's slang. Hood is slang for neighborhood.
That's different, right? Because here we just call sort of the equivalent to a hood as a council estate.
See, Static says you're just a little confused.
Right. So I'll explain something. So basically, we have a culture here where it's basically just a bunch of people on benefits who live in council houses. Really, really stereotyping here. Not everyone's like that, and there is generally nice people who live in council houses and stuff like that. But anyway, stereotypically, people in council houses are very, very low class. People who do sort of illegal spirits, illegal sort of things with powders, if you may get what I mean. And they are sort of generally the sort of people who drive around blacked out Golfs and blacked out Vauxhall courses, like I mentioned earlier. But that's sort of our equivalent. I won't venture too far into that because it may offend some people, and I don't want to do that as much as I already have done tonight. Apologies to anyone who may have taken that seriously, by the way. I'm just joking. Or you could say I'm just joking. That's
Yes.
a more correct way of saying it. But
yes.
yeah. My Wi-Fi's back. And there's two chooks.
Okay, let's see what John has to say about that. John says it's called the trunk because it's where you hide all your junk. That's why we call it trunk.
Okay. I didn't know we were talking about people's private parts here because you don't sit in the boot. You sit in the seats. That's pretty odd of you to sit in the boot, unless that's where you put your hostages. Because then their junk would be in your boot, which would be weird because then you'd say their junk is in your trunk. And that's not how the phrase goes at all.
Ah.
Tony's got the right message, though.
Tony says, just juking.
That is correct. Two of them. Blue and a
So
black
Big
one.
A,
Wow.
we were thinking of starting to do Secret Bros t-shirts. And
Do
what I
it.
wanted to put on a t-shirt was Double Trouble.
That sounds good. I need to make some merch myself.
Yeah. Double trouble. Keep juking. Juking.
No, that'd be mine. That'd be mine. Also, I was thinking if I did do that, I don't know how I'd do it. I don't know how I'd do it logistically or sell anything. But the way I'd do it would be, I would have a T-shirt that says in big words, with no picture on, just words in capitals. It's called bonnet, not hood, because that's the fact.
He would. Yeah. I could see Rapids, making some kind of a statement on a jersey or something, saying or a shirt saying, hashtag it's not hood, it's a bonnet.
Well, no, I would.
I
sort
can
of make
guarantee
one
you
that would
there's
be-
going to be no Americans buying that shirt.
No, I'd say hashtag
Yep.
keep juking. That sounds one for me. I would seriously consider selling a cap that would say hashtag keep juking with a picture of that on. And I think that would be sort of a half decent way of doing a half job of making some merchandise and see what happens. Because I think it'd be pretty cool to have something with our juke on. We'll see. I don't know how I'd do that and who I'd say because there is really no companies near me that would be able to logistically do that and I'd be able to sell it because I have no idea how to build a website or anything like that. No idea.
John Schiffer says, you keep your dirty boots in the truck.
My boots aren't dirty. I've already told you I'm not wearing boots. I'm wearing garden shoes. Besides, I clean my
Static Crispy
shoes,
says,
so my boots don't get dirty.
Static Crispy says, so does boot mean you had your boots in the back?
No, I don't actually know where the origin of boot is, but I do know that the boot will be up your bottom if you don't be quiet.
Ooh. Rapid Nismo is throwing jabs at Static Crispy. I got 20.
That's an old saying around here. I love that one.
I got 20 on Static. Got 20 on Static.
Oh, no. You might underestimate the Englishman, but the Englishman always comes on top because we've won 2 world wars. Granted, we might have needed some help in the second one, but we've won 2 of them. You guys weren't even connected in the first one, so yeah. We've won 2 of them. You've only won 1 of them, which means we are better and more powerful. Granted, that was 75 years ago, but we are more powerful than you. In every single way. Landmass, everything.
Okay.
You want to
Yeah.
make a bet?
I respect your opinion. I respect your rack opinion.
I respect your wrong opinion and the fact that it's wrong, but you stand by it, is what you're trying to say there. which is the phrase I also use quite a lot. I say I respect your opinion, even though it's completely and utterly wrong. Which is a phrase I don't use very often, but I use it a lot. Which is sort of like saying I use it.
See,
Noise
this
behind
is
this.
see it's because of difference of opinions and comments like this that we have so many conflicts around the world.
Oh yeah, completely agree. I'm just having a laugh. I don't mean anything seriously that I'm saying.
Yeah. Same here.
No,
Keep it a
you
joke,
know,
keep it a laugh, and don't go any further.
yeah. I mean, but the good thing is that we all have a good sense of humor. Not very
Yeah.
many people do. Not
The
very
thing
many
that I
people
don't get,
Not very
the thing
many
that I don't
people.
get completely in our community. Sorry for talking over you there, but the thing that I really don't get is when people go, "I know your address" or something like that, and I've got people hunting for you and stuff like that. Like, where did this come from? You're literally
Oh wow,
talking to
yeah,
someone who you met, collecting diecast cars. Like that's nothing to get serious over at all. So why are you getting serious over it?
yeah. I hear you, Mr. Grijalva's in the house. ¿Qué pasó, brother?
I did a little flip there.
Nice. Yep, that's his magic flute. I mean,
Flute.
his magic harmonica.
What's up, guys?
What's
How's
up,
everybody
Eddie?
hey,
doing?
what's up, Eddie G?
How's everybody
Okay,
doing?
Eddie. Okay, Eddie. I think.
What's up?
Okay, now I think it's time for you to give good old Nismo a lesson of why we call hoods hoods and not bonnets, and why we call trunks trunks and not
Right.
boots,
First
and
off,
so on and so forth. Yes.
on our right, I'm going to say first off, right, on our little sort of reenactment of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial that's happening right now. Basically, what we're doing right now is, Eddie, you're on the bottom row, so you're on my side, and the other two are on the top row, so they're on their own side. You're on my
Excuse
side,
me?
so you fight on my
37.
corner.
Wait.
So get your magical musical instrument and play.
Oh
Oh,
boy,
my
you're
lawyer
too
is
much, man.
vanished. My lawyer has vanished. I
Yes,
might have to get a new
I
one.
love Jukes. I
My
love Jukes. I'm on Rapid Side. My name is Anonymous, and I'd like to say I love Jukes. Stay
Oh man,
juking.
I ordered to get a new lawyer because this one's utterly useless. He scares everyone. There's no jury left. They all ran out of the courtroom. So in terms of winning the case, I might have just lost it because of the fact that my lawyer came with a mask and said, "I love Jukes, man."
I object, Your Honor. I object.
Wait,
Dismiss.
who's the judge here, and
You
who's the
object.
jury? Because surely the jury is the chap, but then who's the court leader?
I'll be the judge.
Well,
Secret,
the judge,
the secret and his,
cannot be.
okay. Look, I could be the judge. The secrets could be the jury. Eddie could be. Okay, Eddie would be the plaintiff, and you would be the defendant.
Right.
Okay, hold up. So who am I?
Right? Hold on.
Okay,
But surely the judge has to be neutral, though, and the judge here is far from neutral because he started the argument in the first place. Oh no, that was me. I started the argument.
The faith,
yes, no.
happens.
Justice is blind. Everyone is proven innocent until proven guilty. So I'm being completely fair to both sides. So so the Secret family are the jury. Eddie
Right.
Grijalva is the plaintiff. You're the defendant, and I'm the judge.
Right. Okay. Good. Yeah.
And let's see. And let's see which litigant can convince both the jury and myself. So go for it.
Okay. So I already have strong
Let the
evidence
exchange of
on my
words.
side.
Let the
strong
exchange of
evidence.
words begin. Okay.
Okay. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Eddie.
Your Honor, as you can
What's
see,
this? What
they are not bonnets. They are trunks. I rest my case. Right?
Well, you see, I don't have a Ford F-150, but I do have a Juke, man. My part is proven, man. And there's another one over there, man. I have two
Speak
Jukes,
English.
man.
We ain't scientists. What kind of spaceship is that?
These are the best inventions ever made. They're made by a company called Nissan, not Nissan, as you guys call it. They are the Dukes. This one's an Nismo RS, meaning it's very, very rare now. This car is a 1 of 200, so in the world, which means it's quite
Do
rare.
Spacely Sprockets make that?
No, actually, a bunch of English people using French electronics made this. So actually, it's multicultural, meaning it's instantly correct. Because in 2022, if you're multicultural and accessible, you are instantly the best person ever, and far from Donald Trump, which is a good thing.
So that explains why the Jukes are so unreliable.
Yeah, because
Which is why the Renault.
Well, no.
Which is why the Renault and the what's the other car? The Peugeot. The Renault and the Peugeot did not go very far.
Right. Okay.
They're not known for the reliability. So now,
Please forgive me, but I need to stop you, or Adrian, because the way you just pronounced Renault and Peugeot really got up my nerves there. Really
What about
annoyed me.
Mercury?
That annoyed me way
Okay.
too much.
okay,
It's pronounced.
the proper?
It's pronounced
It's Pigeon and
Peugeot,
Renault.
not
It's pronounced
Peugeot
what again?
or Renault. It's all Renault. It's Renault and Peugeot.
It's
Like
Renault
Reynolds rap?
and Peugeot.
No,
Yes.
not Peugeot. No, not Peugeot. You're not pooing a Joe. It's Peugeot. As in, you're saying P-E-R, Joe, without the J. So it's Peugeot.
But if you put an N, it's almost like pigeon.
Yes,
Exactly.
Pigeon. Pigeon's much better than saying Peugeot. Anyway, no one
Yeah.
likes Peugeots. Peugeots are useless and rubbish.
Flying
But yeah.
rats, huh?
French electronics are known for being amazing in every way. That's why the only part on this car that has severely let us down to the point where it has broken down has been a piece of French electronics, showing how the actual car itself is amazing and the French bits are terrible. For instance, the French battery over here sitting on the floor is broken and will never go back in the car because we've got a new one which is bigger and better and not made French, which is good. The mass airflow sensor was French, that's why it's gone in the bin and a new one's been put in. And everything except for that has been fine.
Okay,
Nissan. It's Nissan.
Okay, the Nissan. Sorry.
Good.
Okay,
Good.
Okay,
You're learning.
Nissans. Okay, so Nissans have no business utilizing French components to build their cars. Nissans
Right.
are Japanese vehicles, and therefore, I will not accept anything but Japanese components on the car.
Right, now this is where the French-Nissan alliance came from. So Nissan, when they were using their own products, this is the only reason why I stand by the French for this, without Renault and without things like the Duke and the Qashqai, Nissan wouldn't be a thing nowadays because things like these cars really made their money. This is where I'm genuinely being serious now. The Nissan Duke really made their money for them, selling millions of them in Europe and also even America. All worldwide, selling millions of them, and that really got the money from them for cheapish cars that are available to the masses. That's always a good recipe for every single car manufacturer. It's even where Hitler made the Beetle, and that's why Beetle was so, was so successful and is still around today. It's an affordable car for the masses that people want to buy because it's quirky and different, and they can afford it and drive it wherever they want, whenever they want. And this got Nissan out of the hole and being able to make allowing them to make things like the 350Z, 370Z, the R35 GTR, the new Z Proto, and many, many more. Money from these cars like this, I mean, not particularly the Nismo, because Nismo is one of them cars itself, but things like the Duke and the Qashqai and the X-Trail and all those sort of mediocre Nissans has really earned its money to be able to open the gateway up to allow, those purist cars, because you can't sell a purist car for car people without money from these cars, and that's a fact.
Time out, Nismo. Static Crispy says false. Worst invention ever. This is coming
We'll
from
say
Static.
false. Someone goes plowing straight through your front living room window and remains unscathed.
How come it looks like it's melting?
Right, okay. I have something really, really weird that you guys do that we don't. Why do you guys build your houses entirely from wood? Because surely if something sets on fire, your whole house is gone. Whereas you
No,
see on
not
the house next
everybody's
to
house
me here,
is wood. Not everybody's house is wood. There's brick homes.
Yep.
yes, but they're like 2% of the houses. Or for the most part, I get why it's done because it's cheap and easy. But for the most part, our house is made out of a substance called brick, and this is very strong and it keeps the water out, and no little insects can eat at the brick, so it's remained structurally sound for many, many years. Whereas wood doesn't tend to have those properties. In fact, wood lets quite a lot of water in, and in fact warps over time because of this water. And wood can also be eaten by insects and destroy your house, meaning that the brick houses are yet again better than the American counterparts. Point proven with the houses. Houses are better in England than they are in America, except houses. In terms of houses in America, though, the square footage and everything is a lot better. So they are bigger, and for the amount of money they are a lot better. But in terms of structural rigidity, I would definitely go with English.
Well, it's always wet and soaking wet there. You have to have bricks, or else your wood will get molded. Because what happens when stuff stays wet? It gets moldy.
Well, you say that. It hasn't rained here for about 5 hours, so we're fine.
But it's gray there.
Yeah, it's gray
all
and
day,
gloomy.
every day. All day, every day.
In the words of
in
the words of Morrissey, every day is like Sunday.
Well,
Yes.
yesterday was different because yesterday was Saturday, and that's not Sunday.
Well, it's Sunday today. Well, in your case, so every day is like Sunday
Well, in
because it's silent and gray.
in 3
let's go
hours
have some
and
greased
38
tea.
minutes, it'll be Monday. So, yeah, that's a bit different.
Well, until that happens, it is still Sunday.
How come every single time I join the live stream, it always turns into a debate? Always.
Because
Same thing happened yesterday.
you
The
come
same
in
thing
here
happened
so
tomorrow.
combative. You come in here so combative with the jukes.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Chris? How's it going, man?
It's all right. It's
What-
all
you
right,
know-
bro.
Why
all
don't
right.
you hop? Hey, Chris, why don't you hop on and give Nismo a piece of your mind, bro?
Good.
Please,
I have a little.
please.
Let him hop on.
Yes.
I think
Please
that we
do.
can all agree
even-
that
or-
there are so many
or-
Nissans that are better than the Juke.
I disagree
Yeah.
completely. I disagree completely.
The only the only two Nissans I would, well, actually three. The only three Nissans I would consider buying are the GTR, the Pathfinder, and what's the name of that the big one? I forgot what
Frontier.
it's called. The Frontier.
You guys have big ones we don't have here.
See? Yeah. We
Oh,
agree
there
with
you
you, Mr. Siegert.
I disagree.
That was a
We
really
agree
awkward
completely.
silence.
I disagree. Sorry, I was
couldn't
fixing
hear.
a tree and then it snapped. Look,
We
I snapped the tree. I'm really sad now. That's the goodness of these trees, though, because you snap leaves off and then it just grows. It's technically I've done the tree a favour.
Man, you just put a suit
no,
on Rapid and he's ready to take over something.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
Well, I'm actually handcrafting a weapon ready to take over your entire country single-handedly right now, so don't mess with me. I have the craftsmanship of a stick.
Nice. Nice. Chris says he just hopped out of the shower. Give him a few. Let's give him a few, and he'll hop on. And he'll give good old Rapid a piece of his mind.
I will
That'll
take
be
you all
awesome.
down with real violence.
And remember-
He
with my
said
stick.
take over the country. Wow. Bro.
Wow.
Your guns will not match to my stick. I just go like this, and his guns are rendered useless. His bullets bounce off the leaves and hit him in the face.
You know,
I could stop
in
all the bullets with that.
Go like this.
Yep. With a blow of the harmonica, Eddie has the power to stop you from doing that. There you go.
And then
Well, tough because I'm pinning my path.
Oh,
Ready for the
dude.
wait for this beautiful Duke.
Okay, so how about this, Rapid? If someone offered you a Nismo R35 or base model Juke, what would you take?
Well, obviously the GTR, and then sell the GTR for many of these.
Oh no, you would not do that. Please tell me you would not do
You'd
that.
be crazy. No, I don't think
Okay,
anyone
right.
in the diecast community would like you if you did that.
Yeah.
Right.
Please tell
Okay.
me.
Hear me out, right?
Okay. Please tell me. Please tell us you're juking.
Right. Hear me out, right?
Take the GTR, sell it,
Okay.
buy the other Dukes, and then crush them.
No, but have you seen how
Alright.
much Nismo GTRs are going for right now? They're like 250k to 300k. That is
What?
completely insane. A car that you would not want to drive on the street or even
Okay.
touch because it's that much money. Whereas my £20,000 Nismo Duke here, you would want to take everywhere with you and thrash because it's rare, meaning it's instantly good. It looks good, especially with the carbon fiber just put on it. It's unique, interesting, fast, and a lot more things, including rust. But we'll stay away from that fact. They're just unique and cool, and something that I would definitely pick. I would get one of these. I would get a few other bits and pieces.
Ram into it with
This
that.
would be my main Halo car.
I would rather
How is
drive.
the Juke more unique
ra-
than a GTR?
Right.
Yes.
I
Please
didn't say
explain that.
more unique than the GTR, but the GTR is £300,000 or 250 to 300,000, we'll say, on a good day. That is a car that you would not want to touch or even bring out of the garage. You would want to leave it in the garage and never touch it because it would be so, expensive. You wouldn't want to touch it unless you're stinking rich
Yeah,
like Jeff
but
Bezos. Whereas with this, you can take it anywhere and actually enjoy it and upgrade it how you would want to, and do everything you want to it, and nothing's really matter.
And launch it off
Well,
a
if you
cliff.
can afford an R35, you can afford to fix it.
You say that,
Yes.
but I know a good man called Jake XVX. Now, this man was not doing anything stupid, but he managed to wipe himself out in the middle of the A1, which is a major motorway that goes all the way from the bottom of England to the very top of Scotland. And, he managed to wipe himself out, and he afforded the car. He managed to run it and buy it, but he couldn't afford to fix it or keep it, so he had to get rid of it. And that
Nice,
is why
Jay
he should buy Dukes.
I would rather buy a Nissan Quest than a Juke. I'll even
I don't know
buy
what
the
a Quest
Nissan
is.
Kick. It's a minivan. I would even buy it the Nissan Kicks
Now,
over the Juke.
I
you,
take
though,
the
I have
Nissan
to have a
Cube
question.
over the Juke.
I have to have a question though. You mock this figure. You mock this car, this black one here, or the
No,
Nismo.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, go ahead.
But have you
please-
ever
please your
actually
case.
driven one? Have you ever actually driven one? And have you ever actually been in one when they've horsed and have to be
Absolutely.
thrashed?
Absolutely.
You have not.
The problem, yeah, okay, yes, I have. The problem, I actually test drove one a while back ago when I was looking for cars. So, anyways, I test drove one, and the problem with those is that when you hop on the highway, once you hit about 65, 70, you feel a little bit of a vibration on the car. So that didn't make me feel very confident about
Was
the,
that a
about
normal
the
Duke or an
Juke.
Nismo? Was that a normal Duke or an Nismo?
No. No. Yeah, Nismo would not do that. I'm talking about the Juke.
Right, okay. For us, it's not really as a problem because our roads are made out of something called tarmac. And anytime we have a hole in the tarmac called a pothole, that's sort of filled in and taken care of. So when you hit the bumps, it doesn't go like this, it goes sort of like this. And the suspension sort of rebounds it.
There are potholes here
obviously-
too. We can agree on something. There are potholes here too.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, they're potholes. Yeah.
But the difference is, our roads are made out of tarmac, meaning when we have potholes, our roads can be fixed. And we don't have big ugly lines everywhere that are confusing. We just have nice smooth roads. Saying that though,
So do we.
when you take
So do we.
your Nismo Duke and you put on some lovely H&R Lauren springs, which makes it lower and look a lot better, and drive a lot better in terms of the quick, fast-paced performance driving that we sometimes do. It sort of ruins the handling of when you go over bumps, because when you go over bumps, it sort of slams over them instead of rebounds them, which I like because it ruins your spine and makes it so you have to stretch when you get out. But I like it; it's unique and cool, and drives you insane. But
Ooh, here's a good. Here's a good one. Tony's Diecast Custom says the Juke is pretty much a Nissan Murano on steroids. Yes, I agree with that 100%.
I disagree because the Murano is bigger, and you use steroids to get bigger yourself. So if you give the Murano steroids, it would then become bigger, not smaller, and the Duke is smaller than the Murano. So that's incorrect.
Tony's Diecast is cracking up about your comment about the ugly lines that we use on our roads. I don't think.
Yeah, because it's
no. I think I think they're quite decorative. To be honest with you.
why? Because your architecture and your design is completely failing.
Okay. Why would you want some boring, plain, unappealing road? You know, why would you want to drive?
Well,
on
it
something
isn't
like
because
that?
my driveway has got little red rocks in. Meaning it's not boring and useless.
No, I didn't say useless. I did not say useless. I said boring and unattractive is what I said.
Yes, but in a trial, you must put words in the other guy's mouth to make them look wrong.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Therefore, I've just done that against you. You've had to prove yourself wrong, making you look like you are untrustworthy, as you've had to prove yourself right, as there must have been something said to make you sound wrong. So
Okay,
therefore,
remember-
give me the upper hand to win this trial, which I already have done. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I've shown myself the king.
Yeah, the
I have
tarmac
not
is
rendered
at the
my verdict.
airport.
Okay, I have not rendered my verdict, and the Secret family have not come to a decision. So,
Well, I've come with my verdict, and I've said I've won, therefore making me winning.
I see.
Contempt of court.
Yes,
There is no court. I'm in a garden.
Yes, I'm going to charge you with contempt.
Oh, wait, actually, I have a jury. I have an actual jury. Wait a second.
Your gnome?
Yeah, he's
No,
gonna
not
he's
the
gonna
donkey.
go. Yeah, he's gonna go take us to the.
People can agree the Nissan Cube. I think everyone can agree the Nissan Cube is better than the Juke.
Oh yeah.
Right, okay, Jerry, what do you
Hands
think?
down. Hands
What
down.
Scion?
We're going to ask Jerry what he thinks, and I'll just sort of translate what he thinks.
Boardman
Sportsman.
84 is in the house. What's up, man? How's it going, dude? Yeah, you tell him.
Sportsman
John.
84.
Jerry said he
tell-
completely disagrees with Americans because he's an English pipe man made from pipes. So he disagrees with what the Americans say.
Yeah, you
He
tell him,
also
John.
says he also
You
says
tell-
he agrees with Dukes.
Yep, John says tarmac is at the airport, not on roads.
There's a reason they use tarmac at airports, and there's a reason we
Thank you,
don't use
Tony.
There's a reason we
Thank
don't
you,
use
Tony.
things like gravel and dirt and concrete on tarmac on airports. Sorry, and there's a reason we use tarmac on airports, and that's purely and simply down to the fact that tarmac wears evenly.
Yes, this is a
It's
virtual
much
court.
easier to replace, and it gives
Okay.
you a much smoother path. Concrete may last longer, but it is much louder and much harder to replace, whereas tarmac is much easier, much more readily available, and much better for that sort of thing, and it can be much more smooth, therefore making it the more superior sort of, in terms of structure and rigidity and everything like that and capabilities, the much better material to make roads and things like that out of. I'm not
Eddie?
Amber Heard, by the way. I'm Johnny Depp in this trial. Everyone's backing me.
Eddie,
Nobody cares. Ah! It's America. Learn the rules.
This is America, Jack.
I have
Okay,
a combat to this, and it's a 4-letter word, followed by a 5-letter word, and then a 2-letter word.
the what?
He
Knismo
said
RS.
something. He
Stay
said
juking.
something about stay juking.
No, I said Duke Knismo RS, which is what this is.
Oh, couldn't hear you.
Oh man. If you could marry that car, you'd probably marry it, wouldn't you?
I was gonna say
I
that.
wouldn't. If I could buy this car, I would buy it and love the thing until it breaks down and inevitably once money spent on it.
Okay, well, technically, once you buy something, you own it. So technically, you are married to it. Wouldn't you agree, Secret Brothers and Eddie?
It's a
I'm not sure if
contract
you're
when
doing
you
that.
buy it.
I cannot guarantee.
I cannot
Great
agree on that
point.
one.
Fordman has a question for you.
Fordman.
He says, why do we drive in a parkway and park in the driveway?
Driveway.
Right. That is a really easy question to answer.
Okay.
Some idiot decided to confuse everyone by naming it the wrong thing, and now everyone goes by it because it's a complete imbecile. Some idiot decided to call it a driveway, and then decided to park in the driveway and then say it's right because he's a complete imbecile and named it wrong.
It was Tom Driveway and Roger Parkway.
Well,
Yes.
they're both idiots.
They're both.
None of
Yeah,
them decide, but they're both complete idiots.
yeah, they're both complete. They're both incompetent beings.
Yes. Another incompetent being is, baked beans.
Baked
You usually tend to bake beans in the microwave for around 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes.
Why?
So a few years ago, by that I mean in 2020 or 2021, I can't remember which one it was. I may have cooked baked beans in the microwave for 20 minutes.
What
on full
happened?
heat. The baked beans were crystallized and they were soaking in the warm water of my sink for I think it must have been about 2 hours, and I still had to use a spatula and scrape them out.
Cha!
Right, I will explain this. So
That's
I put the
because
beans in the microwave.
That's because you're using the wrong pan.
No,
That's why.
it wasn't that at all. It was because the beans were meant to be cooked for 2 minutes and I cooked them for 20, which is 10 times longer than they should have been. But I have a reason for this. And it's not because I'm completely stupid. It's because I have some sort of memory condition. I don't know what it is. But I seem to blank out
Guys,
sometimes when I do
I'm
something.
gonna have to.
Okay, go
Peace.
ahead, Secret.
I
Alright,
I
Secret.
gotta head out.
Peace,
No problem.
guys.
No problem.
So yeah,
See you, guys.
everybody in watching this stream, subscribe to Rapid, Big A, and Eddie G.
All of them. Eddie G
Peace.
and the Secret
Subscribe to
Brothers.
Secret
Please.
Brothers as well.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a nice weekend.
Stay juking. Anyway,
Stay juking.
so
yes.
so I put them in the microwave, but I didn't put the time on or the microwave on. I went upstairs to do some business on the bathroom or in the toilet. Came back downstairs and put the microwave on for 20 minutes, thinking I put lasagna in there because I like my lasagnas done slightly overdone, so they're slightly crispy. And then realized 20 minutes later that, that's a bowl, not lasagna. That's a bowl of beans. And then they were literally crystallized into the bowl. The bowl I scrubbed, and it's been over 2 years, and the bowl is, it used to be white, but it's now stained slightly orange because the orange has literally stained the bowl.
Honest Diecast is in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Derek!
What's up? We're just chit-chatting.
Yep. Everyone's saying what's up to Derek. That's right.
I might have to leave very, very soon because my phone is on 14%. But
It's still your dad's phone.
Yeah.
I would do that, but he's not in the greatest mood at the moment, and he lost his phone currently today. We had to drive about 26 miles back up the motorway to manage to find it again.
Honest Diecast says
found it.
Honest Diecast says when Diecast turns to dishes done wrong. Absolutely.
That should be what the title is renamed as.
Honest Diecast says wasabi. Wasabi, brother.
What's up?
I don't like
He
wasabi. It
also
tastes
said-
weird.
Honest Diecast says hashtag fund the juke charger.
Yes, I go along with that. Dukes are much better than Chargers because Chargers are just old man cars. I've just defended every single American who's watched Dukes of Hazzard ever.
It depends on which
Right.
Dodge. It depends on which charger you're talking about.
Every single one.
And you've only offended the easily offended, my friend.
I have just defended every single Southern American.
Ah. John
Every
Wick has
single
something
one.
else to say about that.
Yes.
No, I don't care. I'll just put all of my pencils that he attacks people with in my safe, and I'll be fine. Attack me with pencils if he has no pencils.
Oh yeah. We'll hire in addition to John Wick, we'll hire James Hewitts, and we'll. What do you think about
I know
that?
I know how to defend myself against Hewitt. I have a very, very easy way of defending myself against Hewitt.
I wouldn't
Very,
be
very
surprised.
easy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Basically, what it is.
Go ahead.
What it is, you invite him in your house. You be very, very nice to him, and you go in your diecast stash and you pull out a Chevy Bel Air gasser, and you'll go, dang, that's so cool, man. Dang, I'm gonna make so many customs out of this, man, and they will look genuinely amazing, and you'll just go, that used to be mine once, and that's now it, and you'll just completely forget about his vendetta, and you'll just go, thanks, man. That was a terrible Hewitt impression. I'm so sorry, Hewitt.
Jay Holler's asking, has anyone seen the Knight Rider 2-pack yet? Nope. The new 2-packs have not hit here. I'm sure they're out there, but I have not seen them yet. Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for those. I'm definitely waiting for those and for the new 2-packs.
Indonesia get them like years before everyone else, like months before everyone else, because they were getting like Diecast and stuff in like October and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they get everything months before us, obviously because they're factory and stuff like that.
I agree.
I'm trying to find that Fast and the Furious re-release of like the 4, 5 cars. I missed out on all the other ones, so I'm trying to find it. I think it has the truck, it has the Monte Carlo, or
I just found them on Friday. As a matter of fact, the video's up if you want to check it out. Unless
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I need to get back into those videos. I definitely need to get back into
I hope I see them on the pegs, man. But I haven't found. I found those 2 green lights, and the reason I got those is because I haven't seen green lights at my Walmart in months. I'm talking since like Christmas.
Can I just say something?
Hey,
Massive shout out to Tony. He's down there.
Tony.
Always supports everyone's videos.
Yeah,
always does.
Tony, I'm sorry, Nismo. Tony said you broke his heart for trashing the Chargers.
Tony, I'm so sorry. I may have a massive soft spot for Hellcat, like Charger Hellcats. They are completely insane, and any well done classic Charger is a good one in my books.
Okay,
I just like mucking big American boats.
Yep, and that's okay, and that's the car I'm talking about. That's why I said earlier, it all depends on what which Dodge car you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
If you're talking about the Challenger, Demon Hellcat, or the other way around, SVT. Now that car has excuse my French. That car has balls.
Oh,
it does.
Those Hellcats look fantastic.
Yes, that car is beautiful.
Mind you, though, if you draw here, you look like a complete idiot. Like pretty much, if you drive any new American car here, that's left-hand drive. You just everyone looks at you. You either completely love them. I quite like seeing them because they're unique, or you just look like a complete tart.
Oh, you mean? Oh, dude, that one's so sweet. Oh, you mean the Jukes? Yes.
No, I don't mean the Jukes. There's plenty of them around. And
I know you meant Jukes, right? If you look at that beauty, look at the beautiful car. That's awesome.
It is really just designed with a ruler, isn't it? I mean, sort of You look at sort of the footing of a car, so you sort of design it from the ground up. People say.
Okay,
Sorry, I'll let you go.
no, go
Oh,
ahead.
the blue looks.
Let me.
The blue doesn't look.
Yeah,
As,
let me
the
get.
blue definitely doesn't look as good as the red. The red definitely takes the cake.
Okay, yeah, let me give Eddie a solo spot so that he could.
He deserves it. Those things are beautiful.
Absolutely. So see, Rapid. Now that's a car. You have to.
No,
You have to.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you have
fair
to.
though.
You have to forget about Volvos and
No,
Jukes.
not
Those
happening.
cars are those cars are completely worthless. Now you need to,
Out of all of that cast that's been released, the yellow one definitely takes the cake because the yellow one just looks fantastic. I think
oh, nice. That's a Barracuda. That's beautiful, man.
he's just talking gibberish now.
Look at that. Look at that detail. Nice. That
Look
car
at
looks that car looks beautiful in that lime green with that black hockey stripe. Or is it a hockey? No, it's not a hockey stripe. But it looks, black. The black does complement the lime green beautifully. I'm not very fond about the wheels, but everything else
Yeah.
is very cool, very cool. And look,
I
it's got
just find it
it's
those
it's
cars when fully restored and nicely done
and it's got
are
the
fantastic
and it,
cars.
and it's got the carbon fiber bonnet. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
the carbon fiber hood on it.
It's not a bonnet. It's not a carbon fiber bonnet. It's I believe it's just painted satin black or matte black
Yeah,
because I don't think they had carbon fiber back then. Carbon fiber is a relatively new invention. I think a red would definitely suit that a lot better because the red engine bay.
Yeah.
hey Eddie, is it carbon fiber or is it matte black on the hood? Because I know
Matte
because I know
Matte black.
Yeah,
matte black.
matte black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matte black.
I've seen. I forgot. I've seen them with the carbon fiber, especially like the new models.
Yeah, new ones, yeah, definitely, but definitely not the old ones. I don't think.
But it is possible if you modify it. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 100%.
Oh man, is that a white lightning? No.
No. You see.
I think the white looks better than the rest of them. I don't know why, but I definitely think the white lightning looks good. Not the white, not the white lightning. The white one definitely looks nice.
Yeah. Valerio Bitamar, Salve
Super B.
Galera. Jay Hala says, to be honest, Auto World are my favorite.
There's some carbon fiber for you.
Yeah, they do have. Auto World does have the upper hand as far as detail is concerned.
And scale.
The only thing about the Auto Worlds and what's the other brand? The Auto World and the Johnny Lightning is the stands. Sometimes I don't get it right. They're either too high or too low. But as far as detail, it's they're right on point.
For me, those brands aren't available here, or at least very, very hard to get on because of things like eBay and Amazon. So you just got to appreciate them so much more. Things like the little details that they put into them to make them look so much nicer are just really, really nice. The quality control on them are always spot on. If you aren't, then you just got to appreciate it even more because, they're just really, really nice casts and really well thought out and designed. That's really, really nice.
Mustang.
Yeah, 2003.
All right, unpopular opinion, but I think that is better than the. I think that generation of Mustang, particularly in grey, like that spec, looks better than the previous generations. I just think it looks so nice.
Huh. Nice.
It just looks fantastic.
A lot better than the Juke for sure.
Disagree. I disagree. Next stream, right? Next week, I will have one in my hands and I will be able to show you one in 1/64th scale.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
sir. Oh, Seagert.
The Secret brother. Yeah, the Secret family the Secret Brothers has reached Florida. Congratulations!
You've reached Florida. Only 15 more hours left of your journey because Florida State and everything is absolutely massive.
Congratulations.
Yeah, watch out for
Be
crocodiles. Safe. Yeah, watch out for crocodiles and swamps and things like that.
I was going to say watch out for gorillas, but there isn't any gorillas in America. They're all called hillbillies. So you can't call them gorillas. That's different.
You know.
Guys are crazy. You guys, Guess what? I scored the Red Edition Honda, the Silverado, and the Ford F-150.
Stuff the F-150 and the Silverado. The Ford, the EK takes the cake.
Yeah. Actually, my father got it for me. He sent me a picture. He's like, "Do you have these?" And I said, "Nah." And he was like, "They're yours." I was like, "What?"
Cool.
I'm an old man myself, and my dad still looks for me. That's awesome.
That's cool. Yeah. That's a good awesome, relationship with your dad there.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Can't wait to get him, make a little video. You know.
I can't wait to see it, Eddie.
I have a question. I have a question for you guys. If diecast cars were not in existence, what would you consider collecting, or what would you be collecting if diecast cars were not in existence?
I already have an answer for that because I already sort of do. You guys don't really have them over there, but we on our coins, some of them are quite rare. We have commemorative coins, so they're still in circulation. Still, so you see, I have a £2 coin or a 50 pence coin, and they'll have obviously the normal ones, which would be like 10 millions and stuff like that. They often have reprints of ones where they're like sort of have people's faces on, and different sort of things commemorating things. And I have a few of them. I have about 15 of them. Some of them are worth quite a lot of money, like a few £1,000. Some of them are worth not much at all. But they're just cool, and I like looking out for them and going, "Oh, that's special," you know. So that's sort of thing I would collect if I wasn't doing diecast. I don't think I'd take it as seriously as I do diecast.
Yeah, same here. I think, for me, I think it would be definitely Legos, because you could make, you could be as creative. You can get as creative as you want with Legos. You could pretty much build anything.
Those Lego builds are fantastic when you see them. Yeah. The people who build like lawnmower people literally walking. I'm like, how do you build that? Yep. Fantastic.
Yep. You know, with Legos, it's awesome. You know, if you can imagine it, if you could picture it in your mind, and you have, you know, you could make it happen.
There's an account I follow on Instagram who's dedicated to building sort of his own Volvos out of Lego, and the detail in them are fantastic. It's genuinely to the scale that, like, if you looked at it, you would think it's a genuine Lego set.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, as long as it's not a Volvo or like a Juke or something, then I think it's all good.
Volvos are very, very, very strong and very reliable cars, so I wouldn't go about mocking them.
No. Okay. Yeah. They are the only Volvo I would consider is probably like an SUV crossover. Other than that,
have you seen though? There is 850Rs or 850 T5Rs, the one that Hot Wheels made pretty much. I saw one of them the other day, and they are fantastic looking cars, and they are very, very fast. They are basically a straight 5 turbocharged engine, which was basically a homologized street legal version of the race car for BTCC or British Touring Car Championships. So super, super cool cars. And I'm going to have to pop off in a few minutes because I'm on 8%. Getting sketchy.
You should, you should have one of those. What do you call it? The
portable chargers,
the battery banks or whatever.
Yeah, those Civics are really cool. I really like them Civics. I need to pick one up for myself soon. Same as the green Volvo.
What do you think about the Proto?
Is it good? I really like it, mate. I really like that cast, and I really like the car itself.
I think it's all right. I mean, it has details front and the back. I mean, mirrors. I think they did a pretty decent job with that one. I mean,
what's up, Chris?
Hey,
how's it going?
What up?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, brother?
Doing great. How are you guys doing today?
Just chilling, talking diecast.
Surprisingly
Talking
warm.
diecast, giving giving Nismo a hard time about his jukes
The
and
international man of mystery, Rapid Nismo.
Yep. Hey, Chris, wouldn't you agree that this is a wink, wink kind of thing? Wouldn't you agree that the Nissan Juke is the worst car ever?
Wink, wink. Choose
Next
your
to
words
the-
carefully.
Man,
Next
I'm
to
not
the
sure, man.
next to the Volvo.
I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, they're pretty reliable, and it is, it is a car and everything. My most disliked car would probably be the Toyota Prius, even though it's like good for the environment.
What?
It's got good MPG and everything. It's just like that's one I truly find kind of ugly looking and not something I would drive.
Have you guys seen the someone took a Toyota Prius and put a 1JZ in from a Toyota Chaser into a thing? I think that's crazy. They've also taken the Hellcat and put the Hellcat drivetrain into a Prius. I'm like, you guys are nuts, but that's so cool.
It is pretty cool, man. Heck yeah,
I agree.
for sure.
So, so what's how's it been over there in your neck of the woods, Chris? As far as finding diecast and stuff, is it
Well,
gradually
man,
getting better or pretty much the same? Or
Yeah, like I would say it's getting better. I've been finding loaded pegs. I've been seeing a lot of desirable stuff. I've passed the S15 Liberty Walk probably three
What?
times now. Yeah, I
That's
I
crazy.
haven't
Scalpers would hate you.
I just haven't picked I don't know, man. I don't want to put that dollar out for something unless it's something I really want.
Yeah.
But like as I sold a bunch of my collection off in the last couple weeks. I sold like 3 cases and a huge tub full of like short cards and other random like 5-packs and stuff because I got to get rid of some of it, man. I have way too much. I accumulated too much, wasted too much money. So now it's got to be something pretty special for me to even put that dollar out for. But I have a hunting video that I'm going to edit together. It was basically just a bust, so I kind of want to get some more footage for it before I edit it and put it out, But I went to like 4 stores or more last night, maybe 5, and just found like nothing. Loaded pegs and everything, but just nothing I was interested in,
Still cool though. Right. Very sorry. I've got to head off. My phone's about to die. So peace, everyone.
Okay.
Of course.
See you, dude.
Peace,
Stay
Rapid.
safe.
Have a good one, brother. Be safe.
Stay safe, everyone. Have fun, of course. Stay tuned.
All right, Rapid. All right, Rapid. I'll see you. I'll see you in about 15 minutes. I know you're gonna go borrow your father's phone, and then you're gonna hop back in. I already know you.
I can't do that this time, I'm afraid. So, yes, everyone, have fun, of course. Stay tuned.
Later,
All right,
man.
brother. Peace, man.
Oh man, that
That's
guy's
good.
he's something else, man.
Man, he's full of energy, ain't he? Good energy.
Yeah, he is. Honest Diecast
Yeah.
says, "Amen, Chris." Yes, sir.
I mean, I've been
Jay
finding
Hollis says
stuff like
he will swap. Yeah, Jay Hollis says
Z.
he will swap the Proto Z. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think
Sweet.
I'm gonna put a. I think I'm gonna pull the plug on the main lines, man. And I'm gonna stick to premiums and stuff like that because, yeah, I'm at that point where, like, yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of cool, there's a lot of cool castings out there, but at some point you have to cut down,
Yeah,
Yeah, limit
definitely.
yourself.
Yeah. Anything, I try to find some stuff for the customizer guys out there, some of the trucks or Liberty Walks if they need them, because, if you try to buy them on eBay or whatever, they're wanting $5+ a piece plus shipping, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kills me, man. Like I've been finding good stuff like E-Case. I think that might be the newest case that I found. But there wasn't even like I think I found one mainline Corvette, like the C8 that is. I found no treasure hunts or supers, but I have some great friends over here in my neck of the woods that they just give me stuff like that. Like my buddy Josh, he gave me the Studebaker. He gave me the
Oh, nice.
he gave me the Matchbox Chase C8. and AC350 Diecast sent me 2 of the 55 Supers and 1 of the Nova wagons from last year. Like, I just got some great friends, man. Like, it feels great, you know, to give to people, because I've given Supers away too. Because I'm not the type of dude to go on eBay like Eddie was saying and charge way more than it's even worth. I mean, yeah, Supers have value, but am I gonna go and be that guy of, I paid $1, here's a Protecto with it, 45, $50? Like, I just can't do that, you know.
Yeah, and you know, and I don't know if you've heard, but apparently there's a guy out in Florida somewhere that you know, he seems to think that supers should not be sold for less than $100, because if you do, you know, you're ruining the hobby, and you're taking food off of someone's table, somebody else's table. So make sure that if and when you sell a super, make sure that it's $100.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
99.99. It's got to be $100.
Man, I don't even want to give my thoughts on that one.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Sell it right back to somebody for exactly $1 how you bought it, and make a video and post that to them. How do you like that? $1.
Is
Yeah.
that is it the channel just called The Florida Man? Because I've been seeing him
Yeah.
recommended a lot. Yeah. So my opinions are, like, when people pop out of nowhere like that and they have 6K on a video in a day, and it's just something like, found this super, you know, unless you're like with Derek. I'll say this about Derek a million times. When I first got into this community, I saw Derek finding stuff left and right, and I'm like, man, this guy, you know, this dude, I don't like this guy. And then I got to watching Derek, and I was like, no, true story. I did not like Derek when I first saw him. I thought he was not a scalper necessarily, but his luck was just not even. It's just not fair, you know. But when I got to watching Derek and realize he's a good, humble guy, and he's not
Oh
an
yeah.
idiot, not a mean guy, you know, a-hole, with lack of better terms. I enjoyed watching Derek and realized, but this dude kind of seems like another Derek Smith out there. We all know about that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Honest Diecast is cracking up. Yep.
Yeah, you know it, Derek. I've told you a couple times, but I'm glad that, you know, I got to watching you and knowing that you're a good dude. You know, I mean, Derek's one of the best in our community, man. Prime example of just be nice, be humble, send stuff to people if they need it, if you have the means to do so, and don't take everything. I mean, how many times has Derek left a super behind? I mean, if I found 4 supers at a store, I might take all 4 because I'm going to give it to other people in the community. But to other people, that's going to look like I'm taking them all. But if I found 7 or 8, you already know I'm leaving 1 behind.
Yeah. Honest Diecast says he loves you.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen people giving Derek a hard time for not leaving 2 supers behind. You know, when he finds like 6 supers or something of the same casting. You know, why don't you leave 2 supers? Why don't you only leave 1? I mean, and if he would have left 2, I guarantee you they would have said, "Oh, you should have taken 3 and left 3." I mean, you're never going to make it. You're not going to make you know, people happy. You know, if it's not one douchebag, it's going to be another that gets upset and starts
Yeah.
you know,
The
starts
thing with that is also
spreading hate and
yeah. The thing with that also is, if you end up leaving 2 behind, you also risk that scalper coming along and taking both of them. So if you're only leaving 1, either someone finds their first super, or maybe, you know, their second, or maybe a kid gets it, or that scalper comes along and now they have 2 pieces of trade bait, or, you know,
$200.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Here, I know what I have, man. It's like second gen Dodge sellers. I know what I have, bro. Don't lowball me.
Yeah. Man, crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
If you can
I'm
find
very careful.
supers, good for you.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
hard
very
if you
careful.
have enough money and time, and you can afford to go to every single Walmart, Target, everything in your area, and it's worth it. I mean, at that point, you have to sell them if you're selling them for $100 so you can get your gas, your food. You know, like, it's
Mhm.
crazy. Like, I don't know. I like, if I find one, yes, always. You know what I mean? But that's why the second one I've ever found, I just sent it to you. It's like, here, bro, it was $1. You know what I mean? Here,
Yeah.
take that. You know, it was
Honest,
$1, dude. Whatever. You know?
On the Diecast LMAO Eddie, I want my $200.
Give my money. Give my money.
Give
Yeah.
my 250.
Give me my 200, man. Otherwise, you're gonna ruin the hobby, and you're gonna take some food off my table, man.
Yeah,
I want
all
my
the starving llamas in South
I want my
Africa.
I want my $200.
Won't be able to feed
Yeah.
the dog, right, Eddie?
Yep.
I'm very careful when I go out and hunt, and if I see like I'm very careful if I find more than one super, and I really know the person that's right next to me, or if it's like a kid that's a collector, I'll give that person a super right then and
Oh,
there, and I'll just keep the other one. But if I know that it's someone that's going to turn around and flip them, that I'm like, no, man, you ain't getting jack from me, man. And I don't care how
Yeah.
I don't care how mad you get at me or what you say, but you ain't getting jack, man. Because I know exactly what you're gonna do once you walk out that door. Once you
Yeah.
walk out once you walk out that store, within minutes that car is gonna be on selling all the different selling sites that are out there, Etsy and OfferUp and Mercari and eBay, and so
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I had a question for you guys because I had someone leave a comment on one of my videos. I found a little stash someone had left, and it was literally just mainlines. I was at a Target, and it was like the Ford Focus and Orange and a couple other ones. And someone asked, like, why would you stash a dollar Hot Wheel car? And I replied, why would you stash any car? So, what is the motive behind stashing, say, a premium or even a super? Like, do you not have $5-6 in your bank account to purchase it right then? Like, I'm just curious why people do that, what the motive is.
Yeah, and
I
in
don't know
my
because I don't really stash stuff, so
yeah
I don't know.
yeah I mean
Like,
yeah, I mean in my area, there's a lot of people who hide stuff for their buddies. They buy a bunch of stuff, and they may or may not have means to buy like all those cars. To
Mm.
buy a lot of cars, so they probably stash them, and then they hit one of their buddies up and say, "Hey, I left I left this for you." Like here, kind of like a Mustang Hunter, the way Mustang Hunter and Kignut used to do things, kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But here in California, it's like times 100. You see a lot.
yeah,
There's a lot of competition here, man. A lot of competition. So
Shouldn't be like that either, man.
it it shouldn't. It really, you're right. It shouldn't. It ruins the experience. For other collectors. In my opinion, it should be, first come first serve, and only when the cars are out there. If you start snagging all the cases and cracking them open, and taking all the good stuff and leaving a mess somewhere in the corner or somewhere, that's not right. That's what people that do that are the ones that give every collector, or quote unquote collectors, because not everyone's a collector, but yeah,
yeah,
people that do that are the people who give us a bad name. And that's why a lot of people, that's why I understand. You go to a store, and employees don't want to help you because they think you're one of those guys that's just gonna leave a mess for them.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
you got to build up a rapport if you can with any employees and make it a good one. Clean up after yourself and just always be kind to them.
Yeah,
That's all you could do.
I did that one
yeah.
time, man, and I regret this to this day. When I found my first super, I was at a Walmart. Believe it or not, I know it's tough to find supers at Walmarts for a lot of guys,
Oh yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
I asked this guy, and I said, "Hey, do you guys have any more cars?" Well, if we probably have everything out, but I'll go check for you. Sure, that's cool. Guy comes out with 5 cases on his cart. So I'm ecstatic, I'm ripping through all these cases, and I don't have anywhere to put all the cars. So I'm like putting them on this cart thing, just laying them out, making a mess. Basically, they're all on the cart, but it's a mess. The dude's got to clean up at the end of it, and he's sitting there talking
Yeah.
with me, and he's like, so what's a super? And I figured since I already pulled one, whatever, I don't care. I'll explain it to the guy, which hopefully that didn't turn that guy into a scalper. But I walked away from that. Granted, I did not take them all. 1 super, 13 treasure hunts, and 2 ID chases. I took one and left I took like 4 T hunts in the super, so I left ID chase and a bunch of T hunts. But I left that cart just trashed, man. I put back some, but I know I left a good amount of cards on that cart just all over it. So like I think about that to this day. If I ever go through cases, I put everything back like it comes from the distribution plant, because I regret that to this day, because that dude's probably thinking I let this dude go through that and he left this whole cart a mess, you know. So always keep that in mind. Don't trash things. Even if you just pulled that super and you're so excited it was your first one, you gotta take a second and put all that back because they let you go through that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, over here you get you get people kind of like feeling you out, like they'll start asking you, hey, so what do they'll ask you, so what do you like to collect, or what are you looking for,
Mm.
or they'll ask you like, what case is it, they're just trying to see how knowledgeable you are
Yeah.
about yeah, that way that way
And
they could.
somebody asked me that inside Walmart too. Like, what are you looking for? And I was like, nothing. And I just kept looking.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you really. Yeah, I mean, not to be, not to sound, what do you call it, uh, mean or anything. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a proper word. But anyways, not to sound mean or anything. But that's why I'm very careful as to who I share information. When people start asking me questions like that, like what case is this, or
Yeah.
or what's a super, or stuff like that, or how does it look like, you have to be very careful, because you don't want, it's hard to find supers, to begin with, and if you start sharing more information, with people who don't know, I mean, now you just created yourself more competition for yourself, and that, so you have to be very careful as to who you share information with,
Never found a super there again, I'll tell you that.
And it's hard to compete with
See?
money.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, so what's a super, and what, how do you identify a super? And those of us who have been collecting for a while, you know, all we have to look for is one thing. One thing. It could be either on the card, on the paint job, the wheels, and there's something else on the back of the card. You know, all it takes is one of those identifiers, and we know we got a super. But a lot of people who don't know what supers come in certain cases, that's why those are the people who make a mess. They take everything out when they could easily just crack a case from both ends, from both sides, top and bottom, and just glance through them, and boom. But no, people who don't know, they make a big old mess, man. They leave everything in a cart, or on the
Yeah.
floor, or on the shelves, or and that's why yeah, and that's why some people don't want to help them, don't want to help us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen it plenty of times. And
Hey,
and
hey, Chris, didn't you have one guy? I don't know if it was you or somebody else. I think you went to a grocery store, and you asked if they had like gotten any shippers. I don't know if it was you, and the employees asked, "Are you going to make a mess?" I don't know if it was you or if it was somebody else.
I feel like I remember that. I think it might have been like someone commenting on the fact that I was making a mess with it. What was it, that possibly? Because I did a video going through a stand-up shipper, and I was just taking everything out and setting it on the ground next to me. And then at the end of the video, I put it all back. And I think someone made a comment about me bending up the cards and this and that. Like I was just throwing them as hard as I could. Granted, I probably wasn't that easy with them, but you know, I try to be decent with them. But yeah, I have had people do that. When I found my Datsun 510, funny story, man. I literally asked if I can go through it, and the lady said no. And I said, it's on the floor. I have the right to look through it as a consumer, And so we kind of went back and forth, and she said, do whatever, opened it up. Datsun was right on top. But I made sure to tell her, I won't leave this everywhere and make a mess for you. And she made the comment, that's all they ever do. So in that particular area, everybody she deals with are apparently, people that just trash everything. So she assumed I was going to do the same thing, but I kind
Yeah.
of stood up for myself and said, hey, I'm not going to do that. And it paid off. I got the Dobson. I mean, come on, most valuable one of 2021. So
Absolutely. Ty Hendricks says he yeah. I think we all agree that yeah, that one guy in Florida is a clown. Him and many others.
Yeah.
It's crazy
That,
the
honest
algorithm.
diecast, honest diecast. You don't want to give intel to the wrong people. Exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, they just want to. You know, they're fishing for information. They want to see if you're a competitor and if you're someone that they need to watch out for. That's why I don't I don't say, oh yeah, I'm looking for the JK Super or whatever, or I don't even give them a particular make and model. I just tell people that I just grab what I like and that's it. Yeah, once you start going into details, man, I mean, you're just I don't know.
Made that mistake
But
one time, man. I do the same thing like
yeah,
you said. Like if someone asks me, I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm looking for the cool new main lines or whatever catches my eye." Like I've done it too. I've went up to people in aisles and said, "Hey, man, what you looking for?" And I've had that same response of, "Oh, just whatever catches my eye." And that could be a defense mechanism of I'm not going to tell you I'm looking for this particular casting, just like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. There's a guy over here in California. Well, he owns a store. He owns a collectible store in
Is it Manny?
it's called Frankensons. Oh,
Mm.
it's in the city of industry. So he actually pays people to go to stores and look for chases, super treasure hunts, and stuff like that. And one time I got into it with one of his with somebody. He's like, "Oh, you must be." I found this. I think yeah, it was the Shelby. I found the Shelby Cobra super treasure hunt, and the guy got pissed off because because I found it. It's like, oh, you must be one of Jamal's guy. That's the guy that owns that collectible store. You must be one of Jamal's guy. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you're wrong. I don't even know who Jamal is. No, it wasn't until later that I found out who this guy Jamal was. He actually introduced himself to at a Target, and he told me, "Oh man, did you find any good stuff at?" Because I was walking out of a Target with a bunch of Hot Wheels, and he was walking in. He's like, "Oh man, that you probably took the Super already, huh?" I'm like, "Nope, sorry, man. I found some cool stuff, but no Super." Like, "Oh yeah, by the way, my name's Jamal. I have a collectible store at Frankensons. Go check me out." Like, so this is a famous. This is who. This is Jamal. This is
It's
who
like
people have been
Quest.
talking about. So yeah, I mean, it's funny how people are easy to put labels on people or quote unquote identify people without even getting to know you. That's wrong.
I hear you, man. I saw I thought you were gonna say Manny from Playdays Collectibles. I saw his video when he was walking through the store, and I'm like, "That's Big A." I'm like, "What the heck?" And then you guys got to talking and stuff. I was like, "No way, man! Small world out there, dude."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I've run into him a few times, and before he just started coming over to Orange County, which is where I'm at. He usually goes hunting in LA County. So I don't know, if he just decided to come over here and start checking things out, and luckily he's been scoring on some stuff. Good for him. I wish I had the time he did. He does to to go to start hunting and stuff. But yeah, he found I think he found the Honda Civic Super Treasure Hunt not too long ago. Him and some other guy, him and some other guy that I know found it. So had he been at the store by himself, he would have found two Honda Civics.
I've heard some mixed reviews on him, man. When I first started watching him, and I'm like, dude, you own your own shop. It's really cool. You got a great assortment. Everybody's like bombing my comment like he's a scalper. He literally buys cases. I have witnesses too on his videos. He's a nice guy. He gives to kids, and I do like that a lot. But he'll buy multiple cases of like Greenlight Miho exclusives or something, and just there's another chase, there's another chase, and just like pulls all those and like sells the other stuff at his store. But I mean, if you had a diecast store and you had the money and time, like you were saying, it might be a little bit tempting to do the same thing yourself, you know. So that's tough.
Yeah. Honest, like I said, some of these employees need some messaging. They've got experience. So many DB collectors and resellers making a mess of the aisles that they don't want to help us. Gotta gotta hope they give us a chance. Yep, I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
To prove, oh yeah, that's the second part. To prove them wrong, I agree.
But it's hard to do, man, when they already have that image in their mind of the typical collector or guy just looking for Hot Wheels. Like, I mean, yesterday when I went hunting, I'm looking around and I'm asking employees, and you can tell some of them are just kind of leery or tired of hearing about it because they're like, they probably get it all day long, you know. I mean, especially since things are hitting again. I mean, we have full pegs once more, and 95% of it's fantasy cars. People are asking because everybody's getting to it first. So I can tell
Yeah.
when people are like that. I can tell.
Yeah. What's up, East Coast Diecast? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how it is in your area, Eddie. You're in California, you said, or no?
Oregon.
Oregon. Okay.
Oregon.
Okay. So yeah, you said it's hard for you to get to the cars because of your physical condition, right? And
Yeah.
I think that's messed up, man. I mean, if you see someone that's handicapped, that's a collector, don't be don't be a douchebag, man. Help them out.
Yeah, that's why, if I get the chance to, I gotta beat people. I gotta get up early. I gotta be there 15 minutes early if I get the chance. You know what I mean? That's why I don't even talk about it on my channel or my videos or the scalpers or anything like that or just rude people. It's just because like if I beat them, I beat them. If not, oh well. I got plenty of stuff to open, plenty of stuff to appreciate always. So, you know?
Yeah,
It's a
I
great
mean,
way to look at it.
yeah, I mean, it's really not, going, fighting over a $1 car. I mean, if I go to a store and I see that there are two or three, more than two people hitting the pegs, I don't even waste my time. I just go to a different store.
Yeah,
You know, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I know.
And
Yeah, here in my area, people have gotten not only kicked out but banned from certain stores from going into stores for fist fighting, over a $1 car. It's
man,
not.
yeah,
It's
that's
not
not
worth it, man.
happening. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, dude. I mean, really? I mean, and people have no consideration that there are kids around, and
Yep.
they don't care. I mean, they're just there for the bottom line, and in their minds, they're gonna get it at you know whatever by any means necessary. But there's a limit to everything. I mean, I get it, but you have to be conscientious that if there are kids around, just
Yep.
let it go. Go to a different store, man. I mean, you know don't fight over a $1 car. Now, if you're looking through the pegs and somebody tries to elbow you or push you out of the way, you have a right to defend yourself. But
No, that's
yeah, yeah, man. But or say something like, "Hey, man, chill out," or we're gonna have problems.
yeah.
I'm
I've
telling you,
heard
man.
that.
Like, man, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I've seen. I don't know how some people handle it. Some people handle situations like that a lot better than me. I mean, if I were in their shoes, I probably wouldn't have handled situations like that as well as they do.
Yeah.
I've heard stories, man. I've heard those stories. Whenever I was at that same Dollar General, I found the Datsun. The lady told me I've literally had to kick two guys out for literally fist fighting over one case of Hot Wheel cars. So they wanted it. Each guy wanted it that bad, and they're willing to like basically go to jail or get banned from a store over a super potentially. Like crazy.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. I mean, sometimes it's better for you if you just just keep it cool with people, and it's like, hey, man, um, why don't we do this? If I look on one side, you look on the other, and whoever finds a super, that's cool. If I find a super and a second super on this side, I'll give one to you. You know.
Right.
Yeah,
But
well,
a lot of people don't do that, man. A lot of people don't don't want to, they just want to scavenge everything, man. I mean, that's not right.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And not only that, you know what? For the new people that are trying to collect, the youngsters, like it's a turnoff for them. You're showing them men fighting over this stuff, high price stuff for main lines. Like how is just a kid, average kid with a little allowance or something that wants to do something, start collecting? How, you know what I mean? Find cool stuff that he likes. It's hard when all you see is trashed aisles and grown men fighting over cars, you know? And
Exactly.
that's not what they need to be. You know what I mean? For somebody that would just turn them off. You know, like
Or
Exactly.
scare them into thinking that's how the collecting world is. It's nothing but cutthroat violence, you know.
yeah, in high prices, and it's like, dude, you know. And I understand some stuff everything holds value, but it's what you're willing to pay for it. You know what I mean? Some stuff isn't produced anymore. You're not gonna find it anywhere. I understand that too. You know, but for like a new collector, just to have some cars in your possession feels good. But even regular cars, main lines, you know, how are they supposed to do that? You know, if they can't even find regular main lines, you know? So like that's why even I like cleaning up when I go through the aisles and stuff so they could see what's there. You know what I mean? And not only that, usually other collectors or somebody else who can see somebody has been through there. Hopefully they don't mess it up. You know what I mean? And trash it. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah, I mean, it's messed up. There's one particular Target I go to, and the person that stocks the Hot Wheels, it's like I feel like I'm being watched like a hawk. I'm like, even though I've I've helped organize everything, put things back on the pegs and stuff like that. I've even
Yeah.
I've always been respectful, and there was this one time that I was accused of grabbing a box out of the U-boats, or I don't know if you guys know what it's kind of like a large
the cart thing.
yeah, a large flatbed with with a dolly looking thing. Anyways, yeah, I was accused of grabbing a case out of a U-boat, and the employee started making remarks, to one of his coworkers, and I told him, you know what, man, I don't appreciate your comments. I mean, that's why you guys, if you guys if you guys think that if you think that I took something from your U-boat, check with security. That's why you guys have cameras here. Don't be making comments. I reported that guy right away, and I told him, as nice as I possibly could, because I was lit up and I bit my tongue and I did, hold back on saying what I really wanted to say. But yeah, that's not cool, man.
Did you share that in a video? Because I feel like I recall you talking about that at one point, like a while back.
Yeah. And let's see who else. Justin, aka what's his name? Skips Diecast. Yeah, yeah, he's in. We hit. I want to say about three of the three stores, three of the same stores, and that particular Target is one of them. And I can assure you that he could, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, this person always has this look on their face, like, it almost seems like they don't want to be there. And I say to myself, like, dude, I mean, if I'm sorry you don't want to, you have to work. I'm sorry that that you don't want to be here, but if you don't like this department, or if you don't like your job, go do something else. Your job is to be helpful. If you're in the retail business and you're going to have this attitude, you're in the wrong business.
Definitely.
Yeah, because definitely. I mean, they're there to help us, not to give us dirty looks or to be making stupid comments like we're thieves, or watching us, or like whatever.
Mm-hmm. They watch me all the time too, for whatever reason. I don't know. It's not like I can move fast or anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm running out of there with a bunch of Hot Wheels. I'm like, And sometimes it's funny because I'll see people like walk past the aisle and just look, and then I'll turn the other way and they're walking up the other aisle just
Yeah.
looking. I'm like, bruh, come on! You just see him down. You just see him.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know what Eddie would do.
Yeah. You're or somebody will make will paid security, and they'll make they'll use one of those codes. And I know what's up. I worked security, a while back ago, so I understand all those codes. I know exactly what they're talking about. So I mean, I just laugh, I just laugh, and I was just like, trying not to let it bother me. But it's funny how sometimes you get to the Hot Wheel aisle, and within a minute or two, you'll have security pretending to be putting something back or to be locking something up, and I'm like, really?
I
It's
know
just
what Eddie would do though. I can see it right now. I can
it's
see
ridiculous.
Eddie's gonna be like, "Get back, get back! Man. I'm gonna get
I
you with
keep
the
it
red
on me.
carpet."
Yeah.
Always, bam.
Ty Hendricks says, I got lucky and found the Mercedes Chase at night at my Walmart and found my first soup at another Walmart. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, dude.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a nice one.
Rolling easy wheels. The kids nowadays will buy cars the way they did. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went to I went to Target today, and I was there about, I want to say, about 15 minutes before opening. They open at 8 o'clock here. So I was there, and then at exactly 8 o'clock, two teenagers run into the store, and I'm like, hey man, you guys can't be running through the store like that. You guys have to wait your turn. I've been waiting here for 15 minutes for the store to open. You guys have to, you guys have first come first serve. You guys have to wait your turn. And they try to give me attitude. Oh, do you work here? And luckily I pulled it off because I was wearing a red shirt and a red hat. So that's what Target employees wear. They wear like a red shirt and something with red. So I pulled it off and like, yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. I'm the general manager of this store. Next time I see you doing this, I'm gonna have you guys kicked out. Okay? Like, oh, I'm sorry, man. We're just excited. I'm like, yeah, but you guys have to understand. There's people walking by. What if you bump into an employee and and they get hurt, or you get yourself hurt, or whatever.
Yeah.
And plus there's collectors of all walks of life here. Many of them being kids. Some collectors are disabled, and they you running to the pegs like that. You're when knowing full well that they were here before you were. You're that's not right. You guys have to be respectful.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
Man. So yeah, man. I pulled it off, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. We won't do it again."
You got like the XP bonus on that one, like a video game. It's like persuasion attempt completed, successful.
Yeah. Jay Holla says, I got a little pull at my closest Target. They bring me and my boy cars on a shopping cart and let us go through them.
Sweet.
Wish I could have that.
Yeah. You know what? I've heard that employees are more inclined to help customers who bring their kids with them for some reason, because they know that. Yeah, because they know that quote unquote, they're honest collectors. They're not going to make a big mess or what have you. But little do employees know, a lot of people use their kids, as they just use them to grab what they want, and as soon as they walk out of the store, they're selling everything.
Yeah.
Because they could easily say, like, you got any more Hot Wheels back there? My son's looking for a particular one, and then it's like, oh, what do I do? It's a kid.
Jerry's Garage 2020. What's up, brother?
Saludos.
How's it going? Static Crispy says free. What does it say, dude? When you spend like a little bit of time looking for Hot Wheels, trying to decide if actually you want to buy and security trying to be slick with it, and like they're not there. They're not there. Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if I ever told you guys the story of the Mazda RX-7 from 2020, the orange one that came out. So, a true story, guys. I went to a Target, and I was the only one there at looking through the bags and stuff. And then some guy in the electronics department approaches me, and he's like, "Hey, man, do you need a camera?" And out of curiosity, I said yes, right? So like, come follow me. So I follow him to the electronics department, and then I see him he opens a drawer and pulls out the two Mazda RX-7s and just gives them to me. Like,
Sweet.
cool. So I'm like,
Yeah.
camera is it must be code for hook me up with the supers or something. But
Right.
I think somebody probably paid him, and he didn't know at what time this person was going to come. Go get the supers. So so somebody bought those supers for whatever amount of money, and I scored them for free. So
Wow, dude. That's
Sweet.
insane.
that's
I thought the dude
Yeah.
was gonna. I thought he was gonna like break open a camera or like steal something for you. I've had something weird like that happen too, man. I was super young and I was trying on like a new pair of boots or something, and I had some dude say, "You want to get those for half price? I got them over here, like out my car." No,
oh
no
my
joke.
gosh.
No, so I go out and I get him from the dude, and he's like, "Yeah, I had these two ladies here put it in their purse and take it out. You got it for half price. Now you can take the rest of your money and go party tonight." I'm like, "What I just do? What I
Yeah,
just do? I just ripped off Tractor Supply $160." It's like, oh
yeah,
god,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah. You better believe that there's a lot of that going on. I mean, till this day. I mean, it's ridiculous.
hmm
Rolling easy wheels. I stopped hunting 10 years ago and just get what I want when the wife goes shopping. Hey
Right.
man, that's good. I mean, hey, if yeah, I mean, if you could save some money and just collect what you want, that's cool, man. Yeah, because it's very easy for you to get carried away and start, blowing all kinds of money on these Hot Wheels, man. That's for sure. That's why, that's why I said I think I'm gonna. Yeah, it's time for me to pull the plug on the main lines and just
Yeah.
stick and just stick to the premiums because I have
they're
quite a bit
mostly
of them.
refunds.
Static Crispy says, I think most of us, be honest, we do speak walk to get to the Hot Wheels first. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. There. There's speed walking, and then there's running. Like like those two teenagers I dealt with this morning. There was yeah there was yeah. I mean there was nothing on the pegs, but still, man. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be doing that. And honestly, I'm surprised nobody told them anything because the store manager was right there. As a matter of fact, the store manager opened the doors for us, and he just these two boys just ran in the store and didn't say a word. I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
They just see profit. They just
Hey,
see
Chris.
profit.
Hey, Chris. Do they get Hot Wheels over there where you work? I know I've heard that supposedly they get them like around the holidays and stuff like that.
As
So
far as I've seen like the Star Wars fantasy or not fantasy, but like the character cars and color changers. Now that's it. But I have made a note to a couple of people I work with. If we do get them in, let me go. They said you can go through them and everything. So I definitely would pull whatever if I could, but not gonna scalp up everything. Cause I'm only gonna take some T hunts or some supers, and even T hunts. If I have one already, I'm gonna leave it behind because let
Yeah.
someone else get it. Let someone else get it. If it's a super, I would love to. I had a dream when I first started working there that some customer was checking out and they had the EK9 super, and I tried to like barter with them of like, hey, I'll give you $5 if you don't buy this, and you can go buy five more. And then I'm thinking, dude, I'll probably get fired if I try to do some crap like that. So I'd have to watch a super go out the door. It's probably what would happen, but what can you do?
yeah, Yeah, you definitely have to be careful because I mean, for all you know, it could be like a secret shopper or somebody from corporate trying to
Mhm.
trying to find out
Yep.
what's going on because a lot of people complain and they do have. I know that sometimes they send people from corporate as and
They do. They
they go
do.
they do some secret shopping to see what's going on and if indeed such activity is or said activity does happen and so yeah you have to be careful, man. You really have to
Oh yeah.
be careful.
Hmm.
Jay Hollis says Jay Hollis said only my daughter like Hot Wheels and all she wants is the Barbie ones or the Barbie and the treasure ones. Hey man, that's good.
I found one too.
Rolling easy. Look me for a what?
Lock me
Oh,
in,
Lock
live.
me in.
lock me in for a live. I have a channel and would love to join. Oh, no problem. Here's the
Heck
link,
yeah.
man.
Heck yeah.
Click the link. Matter of fact, I gotta charge my phone too, so I'm gonna have to get off. My phone's gonna die.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Static Crispy.
Everybody have a great weekend, man.
You
Have
too,
fun.
Eddie.
You too,
Shout
brother.
out to everybody who was on here. You guys have a great Memorial Day, and I'll probably post tomorrow too. So if you could watch it, if not, if you don't have time, that's fine too. I understand. Everybody has other lives. We're all busy.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
guys, be the example. Collect what you love what you collect, and call somebody that you love and tell them that you love them because you never know, guys. All right? Peace.
All right, Eddie. Thanks
See you,
for
Eddie.
tuning in, man. Have a good time. Cheers, Garage 2020. Hey there, smash that like button, guys. Don't forget. Thank you, man. I appreciate you saying that. That really helps out a lot with the algorithm. Ty says, I just started collecting last year around Christmas, but when I did, I fell in love with hunting Hot Wheels. One of my favorite hobbies to this day. Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's definitely a fun hobby. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that ruin the experience for us. But yeah, man. I mean, if you have trouble finding stuff, definitely by all means network with people, and there's a lot of us here that are willing to help you out. Static Crispy says, just imagine the dude who actually showed for those RX-7s telling his buddy, hey, you got my RX-7s? Wait, you already came in this morning and picked them up. Yep, yep.
That's a weird story, dude. Like that is, I don't even know. Like who makes up weird lingo like that? Like as if you're
There,
sending some other guy that doesn't know. Like
you,
weird.
you know what, man? There's this other guy. I'm pretty sure you've seen him. He's pretty. He's got a pretty significant amount of subscribers. His name is Rivera's Hot Wheels.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you've seen one of his videos where he literally walks in a Walmart. I'm pretty sure it was a Walmart, and he's like he asked this particular employee like, "Hey, I need a camera," and the guy had him already stashed. He grabbed them and stashed them for him. He's like, "Here you go." So I guess the word camera was code for hook me up with the supers back in the day. And
Wow.
there was this other instance where the guy pulled out, a fresh shipment came in. He walks in the store, and there's a fresh the guy has like a whole pallet worth of stuff. So it's like, oh, thank you for your services, and you could totally see that he hands him something. It had to be some money. So he starts cracking some cases open, and he found like an M2 raw hauler and some other stuff. And that's what Derek was talking about yesterday. He was talking about having plugs in stores and stuff like that. I mean, I think that gives people a huge disadvantage. That
It's one thing. It's one thing if they're helping you out, but if you're paying them and it's like a priority, like if they're helping other guys too, and you get that help every once in a while, that's cool. Because I had that a couple times. A Dollar Tree and a Dollar General, where I found the Datsun. They put a case back for me one time. There was no super or anything, but they did it once. I think Dollar Tree did it maybe 3 times, and I did pull a super one time because of that. But hopefully, there's a bunch of other guys out there or kids that are having that same treatment for them as well, because I don't need to be the only guy that happens to. Because I'm nobody special. What the heck?
I agree. Yuri Demaball says, "If I'm not interested in TH, I leave it for kids." Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I've passed on some THs, a lot of them, because they're really not my cup of tea. Uh,
Mhm.
Jay Hollis says she harassed me for the gold duck. Static Crispy, peace out, Jetty. Stay safe, homie. Yep. Okay, laters. Okay. Dane South later, Edward. Okay, cool. So yeah, man. I mean, I guess a few years ago, I guess the camera was code name, at least here in SoCal, was code name for hook me up with with you know the chases or the super treasure hunts. Because I mean
That's wild.
yeah, because I mean that was totally, dude. I mean I was shocked. I'm like, really? All I have to do is say yes, I'm interested in the camera, and right off the bat, I get two supers right off the bat.
I got to do that. I need to go to a store now and be like, "Hey, you got that camera?" And someone's
Hey,
like, "Yeah,"
hey, yeah, hey, I need a camera.
just like at a random store that doesn't sell them, like a Dollar Tree or something. They're like, "Oh, okay, I got you."
Static Crispy's like, camera, huh? I'm about to go to go to an employee and say, hey, man, I need a camera. Let's see if I score a super. Yep.
Make that.
Hey,
You got to record it. Record it,
hey,
please.
yeah. Static. If you do that, and if you're successful, please, make sure that you have it on camera, dude. Camera, and then
Have it
share
on
it with
camera.
us. That would
Have
be
it on
awesome.
camera.
That would be awesome, man. That would be sweet. But yeah, man. I mean, that was quite an experience. I mean, it's like, dude. I mean, that's the easiest, the easiest super I acquired, out in the wild.
You got lucky, man. You got lucky.
Yep. Rolling easy Hot Wheels. I love this live. Click me on, and I will go on. Oh, bro, all you have to do is click on you just click on the link, and then I'll add you to the stream.
It's in the chat. If you click on the
Yeah,
chat, and it's a link from Big A.
yeah, it's right there.
Mhm.
Just make sure that you have a StreamYard account, though. Make sure you create an account. It's totally free, and yeah, just click on that, and you'll be good, man. Static Crispy says, for sure, I will. Yeah, man. So what's up? What's up with you, Chris? I mean, have you been having any luck finding anything, dude, or not really, or
Man,
or,
it's
or you're trying to pull a plug on stuff like you said, like particularly
yeah,
VLANs?
yeah. Mostly like I kind of just like just put the brakes on everything. Like if there's a really cool Mopar or something, I might pick it up. Um, but I haven't even like I passed like I said the S15 like 3 times now. There's some other really cool ones, the RX-7, really cool ones that I would have picked up before. Um, but I haven't got anything, man. I bought the Studebaker truck. That's the only mainline I purchased this year, literally, was the Studebaker truck. Just because it's cool. It's a truck. I like trucks, and I have the Super as well, so it just goes with that. But
Yeah,
gotta save that money, man, because I'm still out of a vehicle. I basically totaled my car a couple months ago, and I got a good lead on one for like $600. Just need some work done to it, so I'm about to just try to get that. It's only $600. I mean, I make tremendously more than that each paycheck, so if I lose out on it, I'll lose out. Whatever, I just need something to drive, man. I got to be able to get myself to work. More importantly, that's my concern now is paying my bills and being able to get food and just anything I need that's outside of diecast. Because I mean, I have so much already. I don't even need any more. Like it wouldn't do me any good to go buy more and then attempt to find space in my display room for it because I have way too much as it is. So leave it for someone else, man.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, plus, I mean, Mattel has a tendency of just using the same casting and then just adding like a different color or a different theme, different tempos. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah. Plus, a lot of times, certain castings carry over from one case to another. So if you don't find them in one case, you'll find them in the next.
Oh yeah.
Jay Hollis says, "I missed out on the Bape Benz yesterday." Yeah, I'm a fan of the Bape brand. For those of you guys that don't know, Bape is a clothing line, but not the Mercedes brand. Not so much. What do you think of of that casting, Chris? Not your cup
I,
of tea.
I particularly thought the casting was cool. I think the like military paint on it wrap was kind of like I wouldn't particularly put that on that type of car. You know what I mean? Like it just was kind of off. You know, thought it was kind of cool though for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, it was cool if you could get it. Props to you. You know.
yeah. Were you able to get the Honda S2000 or the RLC one by any chance?
I usually don't go for those. I have a good buddy that usually does. I only have the Willys gasser, the blue flame looking one. I think that's what it is. It's like the opening hood one. I forget what it's called, but he was able to snag two and gave me one. So that's the only RLC that I own. And then that's kind of another thing with saving money. If they did a Superbird RLC, I'm probably going to be all for that one for sure. But then it's going to be hard to not open it and put it into my wing car display case because it would look good in there with the rest of them, you know.
Yeah, is that a crispy? I picked up mostly the JDMs and only pick up the American cars if I like them. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, that's how it should be. I mean, because honestly, I mean, a lot of these cars are cool, but if you don't really, if it's a casting that you don't really like or whatever, then just leave them for somebody else that's gonna appreciate them more than you, for sure.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly what I
because
said.
yep, because like I said earlier, it's very easy for us to get carried away, buying all these cars, and there's going to be a time where you're going to regret buying all these cars. So you're like, why the hell did I buy this car, or why do I have like 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 multiples, like two or three of the same casting?
I did
You
that,
know,
man. I remember when I first started collecting, I think it was a 2020 release. It was the RX-7. They did two colors of it. It was the gray one. I think it had like a Coney livery on it, and they did like the antifreeze green one as well. I had like four of that one in the card, so that means I bought like five. I'm like, why do I have this many of this car? Like, what did I do here? Like, I don't even remember buying these. Was I so fresh into collecting that I just every other store I was like, I'll pick up another one. Like, what was going on there? You know, I don't know how I did that, but I did somehow.
yeah, yeah. A few years ago, it was still fun to go out and hunt and find some good stuff. But us as content creators, we a lot of people don't say this, but we definitely help drive what's going on in the stores, because a lot of people don't know what a treasure hunt is. But when people start talking about how much money they are, and how hard they are to find, and they start doing some research on their own, like, maybe I should start doing this, and start selling them. So yeah, I mean, indirectly we're creating more competition for ourselves by doing this, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, it can get hard. But this is a question for you. How did you go about? I'm assuming you're monetized, and if you aren't, I'm sorry if I assumed that.
Yeah.
How did you go about with doing that? Did you have to do it on a computer? Because I have no option to do it on my phone.
Okay, so when you become eligible, you'll get an email from Google, and then from there you just follow the steps. Yeah,
See,
there's like,
I had something similar to that. I have the 4,000 watch hours. I have the 1,000 subs. So I'm really confused if it's like I need a more constant flow of heavy views. Like, do they not just give it to everybody who gets that goal, or does it have to be constant, like 1,000 views per video or 500 a video? Like, is there other things I'm missing out on here? You know?
yeah, like I said, I mean, once you become eligible, you'll get an email from Google, and then you have to go through different hoops. I mean, it's a bit of a process, and then even after you complete all the requirements, they still have to double check to see if your content is um, is eligible for monetization, and to see if you've violated any of the rules or whatever.
Mhm.
So it is a bit of a process, but yeah, I mean you'll know when when you're ready to start monetizing.
Yeah. See,
And yeah,
I'm worried about that.
yeah, a lot of people think that we make a lot of money, and the money does help. It's not a whole lot of money. There are different tiers. But I'll tell you what, man, I would rather have 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 views and 100,000 views or more for each video that I upload than the other way around. Than 100,000 subscribers and 1,000 views per video.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to think that having subscribers is where it's at, and it's not. You know, where it's at is the number of views. That's what you want. You want more views.
For sure, man. Yeah, I definitely want to figure it out somehow. But my guess is either I haven't received the email or I didn't notice that I got it, or it's probably that I just don't have like if I make a peg hunt video, I'll get 2K on it. If I make a video showing something on my table in here, customizing something, I'll get maybe 100 views. So like that's another drive for me to get a vehicle again, even though gas prices suck right now. If I just go to 5 stores and make a video on it, I can make way more views than sitting at home, which, it's fun to go see what's out there anyway. And I think that's the main thing that people watch it for is what's in their area or what are they going to find or, things like that. Or if I do find something, then people really want to see it. Like when I found the Dollar General exclusive shipper, not even with the exclusives inside, it got a good little bit of views or like just finding random, full pegs of case card, like e-case and stuff like that. People liked watching that. So, that's the type of stuff I want to make.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, peg hunting videos is where it's at. You know, I have not been uploading as many videos as I would like because there's still a bit of a distribution issue or supply chain issue. It's gotten better, but we've been seeing like we get like spurts of it and then it dies down again. Like before I was uploading anywhere from 3 to 2 videos per week. Now it's like one a week if I'm lucky.
Right,
And
right.
like I tell everybody else, I'm not gonna upload a video just showing people the same cars that I see at stores over and over and over. If any, because sometimes there's nothing to show. And I
Yeah,
don't
of
want to bore
course.
I don't want to bore you guys. I think I feel like I would be doing you guys a huge disservice by doing that. And you don't want to turn subscribers off. You don't want to piss them off. You want to keep them engaged.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, unfortunately, the peg hunting videos is where it's at.
Hmm.
I try to mix it up. Every once in a while. I mean, just to have some filler content, because just because you're once you get monetized, you still have to stay relative. YouTube,
Yeah.
you have to, you have to stay within the YouTube's algorithm. If you're not there, YouTube could kick you out.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm concerned. I think that's the main thing I'm worried about is that for a good amount of time, I didn't do peg hunting videos because I didn't want to spend the money. I didn't want to use the gas, or I was working, or and that's a lot to own up to is to be able to say I'm going to go to the store once a week and have 20 minutes of footage, and put it up there for a job on YouTube, whenever it's mainly for fun for us and everything. But, when you hit that 1,000 subscriber mark and that certain amount of watch hours, it almost turns into, okay, well, now I have another duty to do other than just entertain people. It's like, well, now, you've hit the next level kind of thing, and I don't know personally if I could do that because I have my own life, I have a relationship, and that's why I quit doing so much stuff with cars to begin with because it drove away friends, it drove away many different situations in my life. So like I just got sick of it. I'm like I can't continue to do it the way I'm doing it because it's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It's souring relationships in every different aspect of life, you know. So
Yeah, it's definitely time consuming. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's a very competitive space. So, to those of you who are here and you think that we make all kinds of money, I mean, yes, depending on how many views our videos we get, sometimes we do pretty well. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure Derek would agree that the more views we get, the better we do. Because I've gotten some pretty good money. I'm not gonna lie, I have, but it's not to the point where I could just quit my full time job and dedicate my time doing YouTube.
exactly.
So
Oh, yeah.
especially now with what's going on, the supply chain issues and this and that, and like I said, I mean, we see spurts of it here in California, but yeah, it's not definitely it's not as good as it was. Talking about 2 years ago,
Right,
you know,
right.
prior to COVID. So
For sure, man. Yeah, it's crazy. That's the thing. You know, with what we do, it's tough to make it full time because you can go to. I mean, look at Derek for example. I mean, the dude goes to how many stores a week, and sometimes is victorious with what he's looking for, and
yeah,
other times, I mean, he said how many wasted trips there are in between each jump cut of his video. Like, you know, you grind, man. You go and look and everything, and it's so time consuming. I could be sitting at home cooking dinner rather than going out and looking for things. So it's kind of like it's tough for me because I was making videos like that quite frequently. I mean, I was on a roll of, you know, like when Forza Horizon 5, the video game came out, I found that one day while opening a fresh shipper. Like, that was a pretty popular video. Like, I had that rolling and I was bringing in new people, and people were actually wanting to watch the content rather than, oh, I'm opening a couple main lines on my table at home, or oh, you know, here's some cars from 1999. People are like, I don't care. I want to see what supers you find, you know, stuff like that. So I've seen it go both ways, man. You know, I've tried to do other stuff, random stuff, doing some gaming here or there, like just anything random, exploring videos. People are here on my channel in our community for a certain thing. You know, they're not coming for something so out of this world different. Every one of us in our community has our own personality and attributes that people like, but
yeah,
we got to stick to what we do. You know, we can't just stray out of the diecast and start doing other stuff. So
yeah. You definitely don't want to be a replica of what somebody else does. That's why I try to mix it up a little bit, and I don't try to focus on just one genre of cars. Like supers or chases or you know nothing like that. I try to be different because not everyone. We all collect different things, and if you try to be a replica or a copy of, let's say Derek, then people, sooner or later people are going to start talking like, oh, this guy's a copycat of Derek. He does exactly what he does in the exact same fashion. He should, what's wrong with this guy? Does he not have any creativity? Can't he just do his own thing? So you definitely have to be different, and like you said, I think we all have something to offer. We don't, we all collect different things, and we do things differently, and yeah,
for sure, man.
yep,
For sure. And like I'd love to be able to get out there more because the more you're out there, the more you can find. And especially like right now, how I am with the buying and stuff. If I found a green light chase, I'm probably gonna buy it because it's a chase, and you know I could open that chase if it's like a box set or something. You could put it right back in it. If it's a blister, maybe I'll just hang it on the wall, or maybe I'll trade it to somebody. But I tell you, man, I found a couple of the green light chases one time, and it cost me almost $100 in one store. You know, so like you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. You know, it's just it can get
yeah,
majorly overwhelming, and that's what I try to. I made a whole video about you don't need to buy every casting. You can save some money, and even like little advice like that. It didn't get the biggest response from the community, but people need to hear that. Anybody watching this now, if you go out and you buy every C8 Corvette, if you buy every Mustang, if you buy every McLaren, Lamborghini, granted they're really cool castings and everybody would like to have a little pocket-sized Lamborghini or Corvette, you're going to end up with boxes and boxes and boxes and drained bank accounts. I mean, I went through thousands of dollars, dude. I'm not even lying. Like, I had thousands saved up whenever I moved out of my parents' house into my apartment. And there was some months when I was struggling to be able to pay my bills because all my money is over there in my display room. So I was literally going out. Like, I would go to Goodwill. I've known this dude. I spoke to him about cars before. Hey, are you looking to buy anything? Well, sure. I got some in my car right now. I mean, I was out there drug dealing Hot Wheels just so I could pay my bills. Like, sounds stupid, but like, I was there. I literally went to people's houses that I didn't know and sold Hot Wheels. Like, it's you can get into some weird situations, man. Thankfully, nothing weird ever happened, but I did go to a dude's house one time, and he walked out of his front door with a gun in his hand. And I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah. I thought I was very caught off guard, and he's always kind of like a hyper individual. And he's like, "Oh, I just got this thing, man. I just paid how much ever for this, and it's a freaking loaded revolver." And he's showing me, and I'm like, "Do I want to go in this guy's house right now?" And thankfully, he turned out to be pretty cool, and we did some good deals and all this and that. But I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful. Like, that could have went south real quick,
Yeah,
over some
yeah,
purpose.
yeah, definitely, man, definitely. And thanks for sharing with that. And thanks for sharing with that with us, Chris. Because yeah, people don't know. I mean, it's very, very easy for you to get carried away. And I mean, if you could afford it, and you have the room and the means to do it, by all means, enjoy
Hmm.
it, have some fun. But you know, um, at some point, it becomes an addiction. Once it gets to that
Hmm.
point, is when you're like, okay, you got to watch out. Got to watch out. You have to say to yourself, okay, enough is enough. I have to really scale it down and start purging my collection. That's why I'm glad. I'm grateful that there's people like Mark, aka Dawson Man Diecast, and some other buddies that do these charity drives, and they donate toys or Hot Wheels or whatever. And dude, I'm always there. I'm all for that, man.
I
So
agree.
yeah, so yeah, I mean that helps me get rid of stuff and do a good deed at the same time.
I feel it, man. I wanted to
Roll,
do the same type of stuff.
Rolling Easy Hot Wheels says yes. Pet hunting videos is what I love to watch, and I'm a vintage collector, and it has taken me forever. He also
Hmm.
had a he also had a question for well, he has a question for us. He asked, how long have we both been collecting? I started collecting back in late 2017. What about you, Chris?
I mean, it's probably what everybody else would say since we were children. We always had cars and stuff, but there was years in my teenage years where I didn't care about anything like that. I was off doing whatever else I wanted to do as a teenager. But I think it would have been like late 2019, I want to say, because I was finding 2022 stuff already because it was like November, December, or something like that. Because I remember that year for Christmas, my grandfather would always just give us money to get gifts for ourselves since he didn't want to go out or he couldn't go out, whatever. And
Right.
I came in with a giant box of like um, the Subaru WRX in blue, and there was a red recolor, a bunch of stuff like that. I found like the Sword Warthog and stuff from like Halo. Like, I think that's 2020 A case or like B case or something. So it would have been way back in like 2019 when I first started going to the store and purchasing them like I would have as a kid. So it's been a couple years, for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess yes. You don't want to give intel to the wrong people. Yeah, like scalpers. I completely agree.
Mm.
Too many scalpers for me here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Welcome to the club, Tony. Jay Holla says, I found all my supers this year in the bottom of the case. You know
Mhm.
what? In my experience, that Mattel has started doing that like as of late last year. That's where all the supers are at the bottom of the case. So I don't know. I don't know why they flipped the script on us, but that's what people have been finding the supers at now, the bottom of the case. Tony's diecast. They only leave fantasy castings. Yeah, I wonder who does that. Yeah, there's this guy. I forgot what his name is. He sells like he sells cars overseas, and he said it on his video. And you've also he's also there's this one video where an employee goes up to him, it's like, "Hey, man, if you need, I found 9 more cases in the back. Here they are." It's like, "Oh, cool, man. Thank you very much. I'll go to your house later and take care of you."
What?
Yeah, I forgot what his name is, man. He started off, and the reason I don't remember who he is because he changed the name of his channel. But yeah, man, there's a couple of videos where he's gone off on employees. It's been very rude, man.
I feel like I
Very
might
rude to the
remember that.
employees. I forgot
Yeah, I
his
think I
name.
remember that. So I remember we were talking about that before.
On his Diecast, some of these employees need some. Oh, okay. Massaging. They've experienced so many DB collect. Did I read this one? Yeah. DB collectors and resellers making a mess off the aisles that they don't want to help us. Gotta hope they give us a chance. Yep. Yeah, I know. Mustang Hunter is one of those guys that if he's there and then other people walk in behind him, he doesn't care. He'll let them go first and look through everything, and he'll even ask them, "Hey, I mean, are you looking for a particular casting? If you are, I think I saw it right here, or here it is, or just awesome guy for sure." Jay Holla, I did buy the red 510 wagon for $100. I don't regret it. Wow.
Man,
Yeah. Hey, Jay, remember, that's the ongoing price for supers right now. Make sure you pay $100 because if you don't, you're ruining the hobby and you're taking food off somebody else's table, man. So make sure it's $100, no less than that.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Derek brought it up in what was it, a week ago? Yeah, last week on his live stream. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it, man.
That's some crazy stuff, man. I tell you what.
Jay Holla, I actually found white lightnings under the shelves. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's employees stashing cars for their buddies or relatives or what have you. It happens, man.
The only thing about that is it sucks to be like in the middle of the aisle and just get down on the ground, like looking underneath the shelves. Like that, it's kind of a weird feeling to do that, but I've done it before too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I found all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, under the shelves. And the only reason I started doing it is because of that one guy over there that where he and his buddy used to do that. I'm
That
like,
one dude.
and now,
Me
yeah,
too. Me
yeah, and
too.
I'm like, dude, I didn't know, you could actually, pop these things open and stash some stuff. And sure enough, dude. I mean, I started doing it, and I found a couple of times I got lucky, and I found some cool stuff, man. I'm talking about stacks of like cool premiums and main lines and stuff like that. No supers, but hard to find premiums and stuff like that. I found under the shelves. It's
Oh
crazy,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. And just for the record, that is a hog bass in that picture, man. That's a good sized bass. That's a good one. That's bigger than the
Yeah.
one I caught a 6 pound 4 ounce bass one time, and it wasn't that big.
Ty says the Florida guy is the worst. Yep. Yeah. Somebody said that he also has an account on Mercari. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think I think I saw it. I think he's selling. I'm pretty sure it's him. It's got to be him because he's based out of Florida, and he's asking for $150 for 7 of the red edition Silverados. And I've seen, I've seen people making him offers like 130 is the highest offer he's gotten, and he's rejected it. I'm like,
Dude.
dude. I mean, once if he's gonna sell them at that price, he might as well take advantage of it because once the fever dies down, nobody's gonna want them anymore. And like Derek said, Derek said yesterday, I mean, the red cases, Target red cases come in waves. So they're gonna keep hitting. Once the fever dies down, and once more and more people start finding them more easily, people aren't gonna want to pay you that much for the cars.
Oh
So
yeah,
if he wants to score big, he might as well sell them now. I mean,
100%.
wow, unbelievable. Static Crispy, dude, that Florida guy. That's what I was talking about, dude. That Florida guy started a Macari thing, and sheesh, man, dude wants $8 for literally new main lines. Wow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. So yeah, I found out about this. I've seen the Florida man, before. He goes out pet hunting, and at first he seemed like a cool guy, but I didn't know he was doing this, man. Then Derek brought him up, in his live stream, showing all these cars, complaining about, how how newbies were ruining the hobby, and they're taking food off of his, off other people's tables, and
When he's charging $100 for a super, we're doing it right, man.
yeah,
He
yeah.
must be hurting.
A lot of times, you just got to be patient and wait it out, because I have bought stuff on off of eBay before, but I mean, I have to make sure, I don't go over $50, depending on what it is. Like the Dodge Challenger, the Hellcat, the red one. When it first came out, I mean, for the longest time, it was you couldn't find it for less than $80, $100. I bought it recently for $45, free shipping. I think that's a fair price.
Hmm.
And then I recently purchased the Lamborghini, the lime green one, for $25. I think that's $25 plus about $5.50 shipping. I think that's reasonable. What do you think? How much would you pay for a super that you really wanted, Chris?
That's tough, man, because there's still one I really want. That's the I think it's like 2013 or something, maybe not that far back, but it's a Super Bird, and it's like a blue and an orange color. I forget what the livery
Oh,
is.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
I know which one you're talking about.
And that one's still like way up there, dude. And like that's one I really want. Am I gonna pay $100 for it? I'll go without it. Like I'll go pay $100 and I'll get a 124 scale Superbird that I could sit and open the doors on and display and all that. I'd rather spend the money on something like that. But I mean, if it was $35, I'd probably buy it. But that's reasonable. $50, it's pushing it. $50, I'll probably still pass on it. Like I was bad about the premium set that had the hauler set. Excuse me. It had I forget what the hauler's called, but it had the Superbird that I showed earlier with the Union livery on it.
Oh
I
yeah.
passed, dude. I passed that so many times, and then I found it at my local flea market. Some guy had it for $8, including the hauler. So that's $4 a piece for a premium vehicle. I'm like, that's a good price. So I went ahead and picked it up for that because I wanted it loose anyway, man. I wanted to open that up and put it in my display.
Yeah,
So,
that car hauler combo is very cool. Very, very
mhm.
cool. Yeah, a while back ago, they grocery stores, mainly Kroger's, used to get like the large shippers, and you
Yeah.
you would find premium cars for 250 a piece, and like 750 for the hauler car combo. Not anymore.
They
Did
figured
you
it out.
did, did, did you ever see those large shippers at the grocery stores? And the cars were
um,
like the premiums were pretty much half off. 250 for the premiums, and like 750 for the hauler/car combo,
Now I've never
or
seen
the team
those
transport,
pricing.
or the team
Yeah, yeah,
transporters. Yeah.
yeah. I've never seen them that price. I do have like how we always see in like Derek's videos, which you probably see the same ones because you're in his area, well out west. The cube shippers that are like double sided with the big premium slots in the middle.
Yep.
I have one of those that's like half. It's like there's no back to it, but in the middle there's premium slots, and on the outside are mainline slots. So there was one of those one time, and they had like the Maisto haulers, which are kind of cool. They have like the rubber tired ones, and they're basically like a
Yeah.
team transport, but Maisto. They had them for like $3, but they're normally like $7, I think. So they messed up with prices on that one, or like you said, maybe they were just selling them for that price. This was a while ago, you know.
Yeah, I know that if they sit on the pegs for a long time, they just want to get rid of them. They don't want
Hmm.
to get stuck with them, so they put them on clearance, and that's when you get them.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the team transport cars for 750. That was that's a steal when you find them at that price. You're pretty much getting them at half off. So that's when you get them, man.
Oh yeah, agree, man. I agree.
Continuous Diecast Network. I'm more focused on my content than getting subs. Yeah, if you love what you do, that's all that matters, man. You keep doing what you're doing. Honest Diecast, I've guesstimated what I would do, what I would need to go full time on YouTube. Oh yeah, I think Derek put some information about that. There we go. I would need about 80 to 90K subs with the same interaction. Rotate to be able to live off YouTube full time. 10K ain't even close. I agree.
Man,
I agree, man.
that's crazy when you see like these guys that make annoying gaming content and they have like 3 million subscribers and all they do is screech and scream the whole thing and it's not even enjoyable. I'm like, man, this looked like an interesting video and you seem cool at first, but now you're screaming at the top of your lungs about a random encounter in a video game and you get a million views and 3 million subs on each video. I'm like, what's going on here? Like,
Yeah, and then it, I trip out on the people who have a lot of subscribers, and you look at their content, and it's like the dumbest thing, I mean,
mhm.
I'm like, dude, how does this guy have so many subscribers, and their content is it's either weird or boring or stupid, dude.
Oh yeah, these
It's
things
weird.
happen.
Red Eye 24/7 says, "I just want to show what's in my area and what I find to share with the community." Yeah, man. Well, like I said, I mean, the link is there. Just make sure you create a StreamYard account, and then you could hop in. What's up, Big A and Neo? How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. Chris is doing good. Thanks for asking. Static Crispy. When I used to do Peckham videos for a bit, not all stores were recorded because either there was anything
Excuse me.
worth recording or too many people in there to film. I agree with you, man. Yeah, I like to respect that. That's one thing about me. That's why when I shoot inside a store, I make sure that nobody's around because I don't like to get people's faces. I like to respect people's privacy. And I've seen that some people don't care. They just walk in the store, and this is no targeted towards anybody. But I mean, I've seen too many times where people walk in the store and they have the camera on and they capture faces and stuff like that. I mean, that to me, that's you got to respect people's privacy.
For
What do you
sure,
think?
man. I do the same thing, man. Yeah, I'll make sure that no one's around because like I'm talking to myself anyway. It seems like so I don't no one's there whenever I do it. And like I've been in the middle of filming and somebody walk up and start looking through the pegs and I'll turn my video off and get to talking with them or whatever. And like I've had people come up too and be like, "Hey, you're in Northeast Ohio," and like it's all local guys out here that watch my stuff or whatever. So that's always pretty cool. I can sit and talk with them for a second. Like I never say, "Hey, do you want to be in the video?" or whatever. Like it's just respect. Like you said, no one really wants to be filmed for no apparent reason. And you got to watch too because no one if they don't give you their consent to be in a video,
Oh
like
yeah, they could
yeah,
sue you.
you
Right?
can get fried literally just for walking through a store and filming. It could be someone's foot or something, and they could be like, "That was me," and then you're screwed. I'm sure it had to be a certain whatever, like it's their face or something. But dude, anybody can say they just don't wish to be on your video, and you're screwed. Happens with Jackass, man. When they filmed Jackass, that you had
Oh
to,
yeah.
if you did a prank, they had to consent to you using them in your or you got wasted footage. So I know all about it, man.
Yeah.
All about it.
Honest Diecast, that's the beauty. Everyone's different. Everyone's different taste is different editing, different music, different transitions. Everyone brings something different. Absolutely, I agree 100%. Yeah, definitely don't be the copy of another creator. I agree with you 100%, Eric. 100%. Eric Halba, Magic Hot Wheels racetrack and generic song dance with a harmonica is my song. It's my thing. Oh, it's my thing. It's my thing. Yeah, that's awesome. Continuous Diecast Network. That's so true, D. Yep, it is. Yeah, I mean, just imagine if we all collected the exact same thing. You know, there would be it would defeat the purpose of us having any contact at all. It's like, well, let me see if this guy already got his set of the new Fast and Furious or whatever. I mean, yeah, you definitely have to have something new, something different, to offer, stand out some way, somehow. Static Crispy can't lie. 100%, I agree on the topic. Topic like, bro, for example, how in the world Ryan's Toys review get millions of views for throwing stuff down slide while making some random vids? Kind of breaks the 1K mark. Yeah, yeah, I don't get it either, man. I really don't. I really don't, man. But
He's a big one with the kids, though. I think that particular person, he's big into like he has his own brands and stuff. 'Cause I remember a dude I worked for before, his kids were all into this kid. I'm like, who is this? Like, I have no idea who this is. And it's like, oh well, he does. He's got a TV show and makes like toys that you see at Walmart and stuff. I'm like, well, it makes sense. It's kind of like that one dude that makes the cartoons and stuff, Blippy. I'm sure you've heard of Blippy. He's like an ex-marine and everything. And I'm like,
oh wow,
yeah, I was surprised. I mean, dude's got his own shampoo. Like, he's pretty successful.
yeah. Honest Diecast, Jeff, those big channels don't even respond to their subs, and they still come back. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's for me. It's very important to interact with the subs. You can't always respond to every single comment. I get that, but I mean, at least make an effort. Show people that you care to make an effort to respond to them. I understand. Sometimes life gets in the way, and you can't you can't reply to each and every single comment. But at least make an effort. Show people that you care. That they're there to support you, because they are taking time out of their day. To watch your video, man. So show them that you care. Honest Diecast, I like it. It's like we'll do it together. Let's smash that. Let's what smash and blow up the Diecast cars and scream loudly. That whole episode. Wow. Tony's Diecast. Smash that like button on the chat. Thank you, brother. Static Crispy sounds like a deal. Honest Diecast.
Can't wait for that one.
Some people do the stupidest things, dude. Like, I don't know if you've seen this one guy that he feels like a container of water, and he just drops the car in the water and watches.
Yeah.
I mean, no context, no nothing. He doesn't talk or anything. He's got thousands of subs and views, and that's crazy, dude.
Isn't it always like a live stream too? Like every video you ever see, it's like a live stream of like diecast cars, this or that. It's like it just shows a thumbnail of like cars going in the water, like the people that run over random things with their car, like satisfying squishing video. It's like, dude, get out of here. Like you gave that to the kids that live down the road. Like, come on.
Yeah. Edward Grahal, I'll play the harmonica in the background just to make it weird at the same time Eric and Static.
You gotta jump around while you're doing it too, like waving that track around. Where'd it go? Doing something like that with your track.
Hey Chris, have you ever done a pet hunting video where some people recognize who you are, and then they start, they know what you do, they could see that you're shooting a video, or that you're at least trying to, and at that particular moment, they want to talk to you or they want to ask you questions. Doesn't that bug the hell out of you, dude?
Yeah,
Honestly.
I think I've kind of lucked out, and I think every time someone has said something to me, which it hasn't happened too much, it's been like if I'm in between like filming or I haven't went up to film yet or something like that. Like, when I cracked like 3K cases last year, I think I had just finished like showing what I found, and I was like hanging stuff up and putting the cases back that I had already opened and stuff. And one of the employees at this particular Walmart came up and he's like, "Hey, is that NEO?" And we got to talking. He's like, "What's your haul, man?" And I showed him it was like 3 treasure hunts. It was 3 of the Mazdas, and I was going to take all 3 to give them to people and keep 1 or 2 for myself and open one. And he's like, "Man, that's one I couldn't find." So I was like, "You want it?" And I just, I gave it to the guy. So that was the only time that I could really recall that someone has noticed who I was. Got to talk with people and stuff too, but normally people kind of just are looking at you if you're filming, like, so they'll wait. It seems like almost every time, but yeah, I've heard a lot of YouTubers say that they're like they try to make that a point of like, don't interrupt me when I'm filming something because they can kind of have to go back and do it again, kind of thing, or you know, it's just I got to cut that footage now.
Yeah, I think it's people should be considerate. I was like, there's this one time, and it wasn't too long ago. It was about a month ago. Um, it was I was trying to film a video, and the guy knew he recognized me, and he tried to talk to me. And for the most part, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty I try to be as nice as I can, but at some point, people they just don't get it. You're trying to work, and they're just like they want to ask you questions. They want to be all over your business right then and there. So after like the fourth time, I told him, "Look, dude, I'm trying to film. Let me finish what I'm doing, and when I'm done, I'll answer your questions. Deal?" And then the guy, he got upset, he got butthurt, and he just walked away. Look, I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to see what you do, and I'm like, dude. I appreciate it, and and thank you, but at the same time, if you see somebody working, somebody's trying to do something, just kind of give them their space, and then when they're done, then you could unload the questions on them, or start a conversation. I don't mind that at all, but please don't do that. When you see somebody that's in the middle of shooting a video or something like that, that's wrong.
Get it, man. I get it. I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what's the plan? What's the plan for your channel, Chris? What do you have in? Is there anything that you'd like to share with us about future plans for your channel, or not
Man,
really? Or
I think the only thing I've really been trying to focus on is making more like not repetitive, but frequent content. I'll fall off for a couple of days and I'll come back with something, but like I'm trying to do it more, as frequently as I can. I want to do more peg hunting stuff, even if I'm not buying it. You can still see what's out there, and it still pulls in good views. It pulls in new people, and that's not the whole goal. I like to just interact with people, and there is a good amount of people on my channel that'll just they'll comment on almost everything I do or every live that I do. So that's always really fun. I don't try to do the lives as much as I was. Granted, I will do them pretty frequently sometimes, so that I know that probably annoys some people. So it's tough. I'm still trying to find that good middle ground of like making content people want to watch, and when to put live streams up, and like what to show in my lives and things like that. And I'm doing a new thing now where like every day I'm taking a pocket car with me or something. I'll post a picture on my lunch break of car of the day and try to explain when it was released and what it is and the brand and things like that. So I'm trying to do more frequent things. That's all I can really say. I'm trying not to fall off for a couple days here or there and then come back. But it's tough, man. I don't want to be too frequent to where people get bored of seeing my stuff or like, God, man, here's this guy again kind of thing. So um, I can really see that the peg hunting videos people like to see, because people point out stuff like it's been so long since I've went hunting. I passed an error that was right in front of my face, and a couple people were like, "Hey, I think that was an error." Like the back end of it was totally off of the car, or like it was the fender was all cut out or something with it. I noticed it after someone had said something, but I hadn't been out there in so long, man. I didn't even notice it. So, I want to be able to do that more. I want to get to the stores more. But it conflicts life a lot, So like I want to be able to put those videos out and do other things at the same time. But people don't really like to sit and watch me, go over something like this and talk for 10 minutes kind of thing. They want to take that 10 minutes to see what's out there, what could they potentially be finding, and I think it's
Yeah.
just like the enthusiasm it gives you of like, man, there's some stuff hitting our area,
Yeah. Derek says, "Who wants to hear people chewing and eating in observed volume?" So I'd like to make an ASMR channel, but instead of the food, I'm punching these people in the face. I agree with you. Yeah, Chris, you're right. I mean, it's like in some areas, I've had people comment, "Hey, it's like, where are Hobby Lobbies at?" I mean, there are none in my areas, and if they do have Hobby Lobbies, they have to drive like way out there,
Yeah.
to get to them. So people, I appreciate when people, leave comments saying, "Hey, man, I mean, thanks for showing what you could possibly find at Hobby Lobby," because
Mhm.
a lot of people don't even know that what's out there. That's why I like to be to I don't want to be married to just strictly Hot Wheels, although I love them. I like to show a little bit of everything. I want to show people what's out there, what they could possibly find if they go out there and hunt, not just necessarily super treasure hunts or Hot Wheels or Green Light or M2 or Auto World. I mean, there's a lot.
Mm.
There's a lot of cool castings out there that you could find. You just gotta know where to find them, and that's that. The only thing about Hobby Lobby is that they don't offer that 40% coupon anymore. That's a bummer. And
I
I
never
get
knew
it.
they did that.
Yeah. Before COVID, they offered a 40% coupon off any one item that you wanted inside the store. So for me, I mean, I would take advantage, and if I saw a cool casting that I like, I'm like, oh, cool, I'll take it and take 40% off, and and you would end up paying pretty much what you would pay for at a Target or a Walmart. Now, you know, because they don't honor that 40% off coupon, you have to pay, their price, which is about anywhere from $3 to $5 more than what you would pay at a Walmart or Target.
I know all about it, man. I spent $21 for this, and I forget how much they are at other stores, but it is a Chase, so like I picked it
Yeah,
up, but it was $21. So like, it's a little much.
yeah. Sort of crispy. Also, who sits there and says, "Man, I want to listen to some chips and max volume." Yeah, let's do that.
I
I hear
get
you,
I
Static.
get it. I get some of those things that are like relaxing, like water running and stuff like that, like rain and stuff. But yeah, whenever it comes down to like people eating and stuff, like dude, I don't want to hear that anytime. But that's just me. I mean, I might make one where like I'm throwing Hot Wheels I don't like into my blender and turning it on at max volume. That might be kind of interesting. Why not? There we go. Or hey, even better, just going ahead and taking my Dremel tool to a super treasure hunt. There we go. That might be good. That might be a good one.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's an audience for everything. I mean, some people like pet hunts, some people like watching customizers. There's an audience for everything, and it just you know, it takes the right, someone that has a lot of patience. Like for example, giving Mustang Hunter, man, when he goes into like the description, let's say this truck. I mean, I've tried to do what he does, but I can't do it exactly the way he does it. Like he knows like every detail on that car. The year, the type of wheels it has, the type of decal, everything, man. I mean, the word when he describes a vehicle casting, the words just roll off his mouth, off his mouth. Me, I have a hard time doing that, man. I mean, I try to do my best, but Mustang Hunter definitely has an act for that, man. He's gifted that way. He could do peg hunts, he could do unboxing, he could do showcasing. He's pretty good at everything he does, man. I mean, I really like what he does, and he's a good guy. He's a very good guy. Not everyone can do what he does, for
I
sure.
saw I saw someone say something to you the one time. I think you were at like was it like a collectible store? Was it like a show or something? And there was just cars everywhere, man. And you were just like, we got this cool whatever this is here, and then it was the other one, and the one somebody commented like, here's a drinking game for you. Take a shot every time Big A says, here's this cool car, and you're like,
Yeah,
man, I'm just trying to get through the place, man. I'm just trying to show everything. So I get it, dude. I get it.
yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know this, but I had not only did I have to get permission from the owner to shoot there, which was very cool, of his part, because it's very hard. A lot of people, they want you to buy at least, at least $100, and that's just some places. Some people want you to buy more to give you permission to film in their store. This guy was totally cool. He's like, yeah, man, no problem. I'll even close the door for you and just let you do your thing. He even turned off he had music when going on in the store. He turned off the radio for me and everything. He was just like really, really cool. So I know that I was trying to be quick because I know that he was keeping customers out of the store to let me do my thing. So I mean, I try to, I went in and I did what I did as quickly as I could, and I was just trying to do something different, and luckily it did pretty well. It did pretty well. I think I'm nearing 6,000 views on it, or if not more. So that's pretty. That's
Oh yeah.
pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's just and it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's good for you to be different that way. Show people what's out there, what they could possibly find if they go out and make an effort to look for stuff. Not they don't have to buy off of eBay or Mercari or Etsy or OfferUp. I mean, you could find good deals if you just go out there and look.
For sure, man.
That's what I that and that's what I try to do. Tony's Diecast, great episode, Adrian. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Static Crispy MHD knows it. Yeah, yeah. He really knows his stuff, man. Very, very knowledgeable guy. I mean, you get the best of both worlds with him. You get entertainment, and you get an education of the castings he's showcasing. So that's pretty awesome, man. Mini GT needs to make a truck. Do you agree with that, Chris?
Depends on what kind of truck. I've been wanting to see for the longest time, like um, even an old school or a new school like diesel pickup truck with like the stacks and everything, like a 3500 Dodge or something, or even like a Ford Power Stroke or something. I've really been wanting to see something like that, so that'd be awesome if somebody were to do it. Like Greenlight makes a dually 3500, but like they don't go into depth of like a cool daily driver work truck type of thing. Like it wouldn't even have to have like a company name, just like something that has nice custom rims. They put stacks on it. They did a bumper kit or something. Like they did a couple things to it. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I think when it comes to trucks, I think Greenlight and M2 machines do. They make the best ones. Square bodies, I would have to give it to M2 machines. I think they put a lot more creativity into their trucks. Greenlight, I think they have they do a pretty good job on the off road trucks. What do you think?
Yeah, but Greenlight's weird for me, man. Like if it's if it's regular vehicles, I kind of tend to stay away from green light. You know, like I do pick up. Obviously, if anybody watches my channel, I pick up the monster trucks just because I like monster trucks so much. But I've seen a lot of more negative reviews on green light when it comes to quality control. I've seen a lot of paint defects, like the white lines or white wall tires are really wonky and messed up, and the glass somehow they always manage to get glue residue or like fingerprints on the inside of the casting, so you can't even get that off with polishing it. So I kind of stay away from green light when it comes to regular vehicles. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones out there, man, but I would hate to buy one for $7-8 and then it be all torn up. You know, it's the same thing with Hot Wheels premiums. They have some issues sometimes. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've heard people complain about the green lights. You know, saying that the and green light and the M2 machines. You know, the parts easily fall off when you try to open like the door or the little hood or whatever. You know, if you do it often, you know, it eventually they fall off.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. I mean, they're collectibles intended for like the adult collectors, not for they're not designed to be played with and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I think they should keep that in mind. You know, it's like, dude. I mean, kids also like like these type of vehicles. You should make them a little bit more kid friendly. You know.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That a crispy. I agree with Big A. M2 gets down with the truck, especially with the square bodies. Yep. Yeah, square bodies hands down. M2 machines makes the best square bodies. All right, man. We've been here for about almost 3.5 hours. I think I'm
Man.
gonna call it good, man. It's always fun to hang out with you guys and get different perspectives from people and stuff. And thank you for coming on, Chris. I mean, you're welcome here anytime, brother. It's always a pleasure to have you on the channel, and let us know what's going on and what you find in your neck of the woods and what goes on and
Heck yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
You having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Next time you do a live stream, I'll be more than happy to tune in and be your guest.
Yeah, heck, I need to figure out StreamYard, man. I need to know how to do like what you're doing with bringing up the comments and having people come in. I need to figure out how to do that because I would love to do exactly what you do, you know?
All right, so it's pretty easy. So you know how. Okay, so you know how when you start the stream, once you post that link, you'll see somebody right next to you. You'll see like a little like a picture trying to come in of somebody. Yeah. So what you do is you just click on add. I believe it says add to screen, and then that's how you get them on board. And yeah, and with this particular tier that I'm using, you're only, let's see, you're allowed to have up to 6 people, including yourself, and you could do streaming, 20 hours of streaming for free for every 30 days. If you and if you want to upgrade to a different tier, you could do, you could stream in different platforms like YouTube and Instagram all at the same time. So that way you're reaching a larger audience. Yeah, but this one, being basic, it does what I need it to do. So it works well. Yeah, just make sure you have a good internet connection. Like recently, I had to buy an extender because before I was, I was having a lot of problems, so I had to buy an extender, and now my streaming seems to be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
I think I said it jokingly a while ago. It's like maybe that's StreamYard's way of saying, "Hey, man, it's time for you to upgrade, to the next tier." They want they want you to start paying money, and I get it. It's a business, but at the same time, if you don't need a Ferrari to get to your destination, why buy it, right?
Very true, man. Very true.
Yep.
I agree.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I really appreciate it. You guys take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good barbecue if you guys are going to drink. You know, don't overdo it. And yeah, man. I mean, if you guys go out and hunt, be respectful. I wish you guys the best of luck. And yeah, man, just have fun with a hobby. You know, don't be a-holes and don't give employees a hard time. Be nice, be respectful, and you know, just try to network with good people, and people will be more inclined to help you out. You know, if it's not an employee, it'll be someone here on this platform. So you guys have a nice Memorial Day weekend. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. Take care.